Urgent message.
Weisenstein, what's the kind? I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. And they call me with the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial phone to call you. So this is my fourth location, and the phone went through. I couldn't talk about it because it was right there. So if you haven't gone this week, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. Alright,
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. Right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is Bree. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you. And, not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk. Not being able to do those things, I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
When I started listening to your show, I realized I don't need to be part of no gang against females. All I need to do is know what it is to be a man, and
Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. Man, I am serious. I was that nice guy, but then I went out on the block, man, and I was like, I just upped my game and was like being more alpha and being more of a stand-up guy and just taking care of myself.
Yeah, now,
man.
I listened to your show and I was like, what does it mean, Mm-hmm. Until I bought your products, understand, listen to all the diss you gave me, and yeah, that's what it is. Some people talk about it's like they're 60 on the list.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I just when you called me, I was listening to it now, and you get this natural high from it. He kind of sparks you up. It kind of gets you going, and it gets you to feel good about yourself, it's about to be 160 degrees.
You take your characteristics that you know about yourself, and you work on those, and you improve those, and you develop a belief system in yourself that nobody can tear down. And that's basically I can apply it to every aspect of my life, not just with women. You can do it with your employment, you can do it with sports, basically anything you want to, and it gives you a strong belief in yourself.
Dean, if I had your information a few years back, man, I would not have gotten a divorce. I promise you that. And I even say this much, with what I know now, with the mind state I got now, man, I've got texts from my ex talking about, this is strange, and I didn't put these words in her mouth. She said, Ken, I really respect you.
Robert Frank, and you're listening to the manmindset.com Dating Help for Men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the manmindset.com Dating Help for Men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
This is Debo. Steve the Dean Williams, give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Yo, cupcakes. This is C.T. Fletcher, and you're listening to the Man Mindset Dating Show for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
Following program is rated MAN. It contains real game, learning your value as a man, original ways to have her face in the pillow and her ass up in the air. I'm talking her knees pushed so far back, it's touching her shoulders. Touching her without touching her. Having a woman respecting your every move. Buying you gifts. Cooking and cleaning with a smile. And knowing her place at the table. So, for all you human males, cupcakes, surface dwellers, and grass-eating lions, your discretion is advised. Meaning, if you don't like the truth, then go find a show that helps you cuddle, complain, and cry about women. Just get the... It is game time!
You've been stressing and second guessing when it come to dating. Ain't no need to worry, this advice we giving is amazing. Leveling up and the plan is progress. Time to get connected with the man mindset. Helping all my fellas till you got it together. Step it up for the better, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There ain't no limit to what you can be or who you can get. Start pulling high value women because they know you legit. This is the man mindset. Hey, wanna welcome you to the man mindset. Yeah, won't find any other advice like this. On point, never miss. It's the man mindset. Yeah, let's go. I love the way you suck my dick, bitch, and lick my balls. I know there'll never be another one like you. Never at all. Yeah.
What's going on, all my chat room dogs? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session, gentlemen. How you guys doing today, man? Appreciate each and every one of you guys out here. Finally losing. Now we've got it, guys. I told you before, we're trying to fix and work that shit out. So if you got it on your computer, you should see it wide now. And if you have me on your phone, you'll give me skinny now. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we're going to try to do this. I got to figure that with myself and the car when we do show, but I won't be able to do it this week. Anyway, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys checking out the show, man. Thank you, each and every you guys who've liked, subscribed, hit the notification buttons. I want to thank each and every one of you guys out there, all my dogs out there. Also, gentlemen, I want to say for all you guys out there, line guys, if you want to meet women right there, oh my God, let me take the banner down, dog. You can't even see the chat line number. There's the number 509-876-5771 is the number, gentlemen. And also, gentlemen, this is being brought to you by my book, The Man Mindset Book, guys. Over 800 pages in there. Wait, 678 pages, I think. Is it 678 pages? I think it's over 800. I forgot. It's a big ass book. You can beat people up with it. Anyway, gentlemen, we have a good show for you guys today, guys. If you guys want to call in, gentlemen, each and every one of you guys, you want to call in 833-859-8744, 833-859-8744, man. Shout out to all my dogs. Today we're going to be talking about, and also, gentlemen, we're going to start kicking some more shows on Monday. So Monday at 10:30 East, we can go on for like 2 hours on Monday and stuff like that. So I still kick out game. But anyway, we're going to be talking about for dating tips for the inexperienced man for 2026. So we're going to chop that up for about 3-4 hours, get it in. Cause hey man, I'm coming to dairy. I gotta get back on my shows and shit. So anyway, so guys, if you guys have a question, gentlemen, please put a Q. If you guys are texting a woman, please put a T. And if you guys have a question, the lines are open. I want to make sure the lines are open. Yes. Wait, let me turn the lines open. Let me open the lines Now the lines are open. If you guys want to call in, we got each and every one of you guys covered. So let's go ahead and talk about this game, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys in here. And man, it is something amazing. We're rolling up so fast on 2026. We got to let 2025 go, gentlemen, but we got to actually take a time and kind of talk about that. And now, first thing I want to say that's going to be different about what we're saying, about what we're teaching you, and this is very important. We're going to be pushing more of this as we open up a school next year and all that other stuff. I need you guys to understand certain things, okay? And I need y'all guys to get your crayons out, write this stuff down. I need you to soak this game up because we're going to talk about things that a lot of people are not talking about and a lot of people are not discussing. And that is this. See, people, when it comes to dating, there's so many of y'all guys don't understand what dating actually is. And based off, again, the mentality that you have, the mindset that you have, many of you guys out here actually don't understand how dating works. Let me get this question. This gentleman has a question right here. He says, what do you think about me? Okay, H6P. First off, I welcome you to the show, but please understand I'm not red pill. I'm not manosphere. And I'm here to teach you how to think for yourself. It is not my job to tell you what I think because what I think has nothing to do with you because you don't have the level of game that I have. If you choose to date somebody older, that is up to you, but never as a man ask another man here. Appreciate you being here. But sir, please understand that we don't do that, okay? Not here, but you can ask a question. I appreciate you asking a question, but we don't talk about and discuss other men, what other men think and things like that. We're more or less trying to teach you how to think for yourself. But I do appreciate the question and everything. Guys, again, if you got a question, go ahead and put a Q. But thank you. Yeah, I zagged for a second. That was pretty weird. Well, it's this new thing here, man. I'm just trying to figure out this thing. It's like I got two cameras on right now. So you got to see how this shit works. I'm not zagging because I'm zagging. I'm trying to see how this shit's going to work and if I'm going to continue to do it. So I'm going to try it out now. If it works, I'll do it tomorrow morning at 10:30 when we have our next show. So we'll just keep trying this. But I'm trying to let those that are on their computers or watching me on their TV screens get a full view. And those that have me on their phones get a regular view. So I just want to make sure, okay? Anyway, as I was saying before, for many of you guys out here, I want to teach you something that nobody's actually teaching you guys. Always remember when it comes to dating and it comes to relationships and things like that, the problem with many of you guys, you think dating is something that is a part of you, and that is not true. Something that I learned a long, long time ago, that everything that you step into that is outside of the way you think is actually its own little, so to speak, its own little reality and everything. So what I'm saying to you guys out here, you go into dating, but when you go into dating, what kind of man are you while you're going into that thing? And that's what we're going to be talking about today for you guys out here. And I want you guys to listen closely because this is not about your image. This is all about your identity. And I always want you guys to realize that you are the king, the emperor, and the CEO of who you should be yourself. And once you actually start to learn the game, you need to learn that you have to accept and you must create a sexual part of you that is going to actually draw a woman in. And many guys out here, the reason why it is so hard, because a lot of young men out here think dating is hard, relationships are hard, talking to women and all these other things are actually hard, and they're not. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Because I'm going to tell you guys something straight up, and whoever told you that you couldn't be great in your head maybe didn't see your value. Some of you guys were maybe told by your parents. Some of you guys are maybe friends, or maybe you felt that way because of a girl or something like that, or Maybe it was a coach, a friend, or something, or your own mind itself whispering that you were just not built to be good when it comes to women. And they're not just the noise that has slowed you down from 2024 going into 2025. Those are the chains that are actually holding you down. And hopefully with the information that we give out to you guys tonight, you'll be able to break those chains for good. Because everything that you know, gentlemen, that you don't know, remember, this is the game. And for many of you guys out there, the reason the world does not work for you, the reason women do not work out well for you, it has nothing to do with dating. That's its own reality. It has nothing to do with women. That's its own reality. It is actually the belief that you have actually in yourself, or the non-belief that you have in yourself. Because what you do and what you think, gentlemen, is always going to carry how you move and how you think. They're like chains that hold you down. And this is not about what the world says, because the world cannot hold you down. But in your mind, you are always creating a story that you repeat yourself. And the reason that you don't grow and you don't evolve is because you refuse to allow those limitations that you have in your mind slow you down. I get how you guys feel when it comes to women and things like this, but there's a truth out there that most people won't say out loud. And you've been living these things most of your life. And all the things I keep telling you that you live and that you believe right now, and those are the things that don't belong to you. I've always told you those things don't belong to you. And these are the things that are actually passed down to you from your environment, from your failures, from your fears, and all these things that misrepresent who you actually are. Because you are not your mom. You are not your dad. You have the DNA of your mom and the DNA of your father, but they're not you, not anymore. And it's very important that you guys have to call these things out one by one. And you have to let these things know that they don't run you, because right now you are being run by so many things except yourself. You're being run by women. You're being run by the judgment of women, run by the expectation of women. But these are just thoughts. These are not you, until you break down and understand that, okay, you know what? This was a bad year for me. Things didn't work out the way I needed them to work out. And it's not your fault, gentlemen. I've always said this, guys. I am hard on you guys, but one thing I will never tell you, there's nothing wrong with you. And again, I'm not here to kiss your ass, but you're so fucking perfect. You're perfect. You are fucking perfect. It's just you'd think, see, society, the job of everything outside of you, they have a job to say you're not perfect unless you wear my clothes. You're not perfect unless you drink this liquor, unless you drive this car, unless you have this watch or this shoe. And then all of a sudden, it's hard to say I'm not enough when everybody's saying you're not enough. And what I'm saying for you guys out here, I'm trying to get you guys to change the interpretation of how you see things and see how you are as men, because you don't understand. You don't have to wait for permission. Now, please understand, I didn't say with women. I didn't say with women. You don't have to wait for permission, okay? When your voice says something in your head that does not coincide with what you want to do, you don't have to respond to it. But sometimes we always believe the words in our head are actually who we are, because sometimes those words speak a little bit louder to us each and every day, and we don't even realize it. And I tell all you guys out here, this is why the game is so important, because what is so important to me is I want you to hold on to certain things, but you got to let go of so many things, because your beliefs are not going to shift just because you want them to. They're going to shift because you act differently over and over and over again. And yes, gentlemen, I get it. So many wounds. And I get it for many of you guys out here. And guys, again, if you got a question, put a Q. Lines are open. But as I say, for all you guys out here, you have a lot of wounds. I get it. I know there's pain. I know there's suffering and things like that, heartbreaks and all that other stuff. But those are the wounds that must heal on their own. Nobody else can heal those wounds. And unfortunately, because we don't see ourselves, you know, we allow fear to actually manipulate us. Fear is so cool in a certain way because it's so clever. And the thing that makes fear so clever, rejection, anxiety, being shy, and all these things that you have been all your life, is because you have allowed it to speak your language. And what I say for each and every one of you guys out here, it always tells you for some reason to be careful, you might fail. But what it really means is that I need you to stay in the cage that you're in, because you shouldn't think for yourself. Because if you knew your power, gentlemen, you could think for yourself, then you would not allow the voices to cage you in, but you have been caged in by the beliefs and you've never questioned them at all. And hopefully with this show just tonight, in the beginning of these shows, as we move into 2026, all this is going to end. Allow around you, gentlemen, is always going to determine the attitude that you reach. And a man cannot fly when he is surrounded by anchors. You cannot grow when you have the mental chains that are holding you down. And again, I understand a lot of you guys out here. Yes, there are evil women out here. There are women that are going to use you. There are women that are going to try to manipulate you. They are all out there, but so what? What does that have to do with you? Nothing. But we have to stop making it, excuse me, about us. And as we try to make it about ourselves, we start to grow. Sir, if you have a question, just go ahead and put a Q and ask the question, sir. But as I was saying, for all you guys, what is very important in the game and very important for you guys to grow is that some for myself, again, I had to realize that I had to create my world and my environment first. I got into the game at 9, but I didn't know the stuff that I'm telling you guys. I didn't have any kind of identity. I used to kiss girls, and I used to, again, what we used to do in the 70s and 80s are a little bit, I can't really talk about that because it's shunned upon. Some of the stuff like truth and dare, hide and go get it, spin the bottle, and all those things, getting hickeys, and we can't talk about that. But what I'm just saying to you all out here is that there's so much distraction that's happening with many of you young men. And because you don't believe in yourself, your presence is weak with no message. So if you have a weak presence, gentlemen, and you're going into the reality of dating, now remember, gentlemen, you don't date, you go into that reality. And what I mean by that reality is when you're at a bar or you're at a club or you're walking down the street, you're not in that bubble. It is the moment you start interacting with somebody. Now, remember, meeting a woman is a different reality than dating a woman, but the realities kind of line up themselves. So that is why it's important that the words that you have for yourself, they've got to hit. It's very, very important because it's not just the words have to hit you first. That is going to trigger your actions, okay? And that is why it's not about just running who you are. It's running every aspect of who you are. Now, when I was 9, I got it. It was a simple philosophy that I put on all you guys out here. Knowledge of dating, knowledge of women, knowledge of self, knowledge of sex. It's the four lines in which I learned to stand on my so-called square. But the thing is that it was not my reputation to women, because I'm not here to please women. I'm not here to kiss a woman's ass. I don't care enough about a woman to do all those things. Everything I do is for me and for me alone. That is it. And what a woman is going to say about you, gentlemen, is not what she says when she's around you, is what she says when you're not around. It's what they think about you. And that is the reason why we want you guys to build who you are, to learn who you are, and to grow as men. And this is why I'm having the conversation with you. And guys, if you have a question, please put a Q or call in. But I have to be real with many of you guys out here, okay? Is that everything that you believe right now comes from your thoughts. And these beliefs are the way you just see the world. And I know for many of you guys out here, you want everybody to see the world the way you want to see it. But for each and every one of you guys out here that are listening to me right now, I don't want you to see the world like anybody else except yourself, because you have to change everything. Your confidence, your stride, your tone, and all of these things that you don't understand. There are things that women are looking for, but there are also things sculpted by how you need to be for yourself. And this is why I tell all you guys out here, failure does not start. Well, let me grab this call right here. Area code 417, sir, your name. What's your question? How can I help you?
Yes, sir. Brandon and Alexander.
What's going on, B?
You just said something where you mentioned the words have to have impact.
Yes, sir.
Which is kind of interesting. So,
yes,
like,
sir.
Is that kind of like you selling it to yourself, but like,
Like,
you know,
in what way? In what way?
Like, let's say with the words, like, I guess for an example, you could bring her to a place like a wine tasting place, and you say something about red wine that's smooth to yourself, right?
No,
is that
but
what
see,
you mean?
Okay. If I go to a wine place, I'm not going to allow the wine to control the atmosphere in which I move in. I like wine. I want her to be intoxicated with my words. I want her to have butterflies. I want her to anticipate when I'm going to touch her, hug her, talk to her, or kiss her. I want her to feel a rush of excitement, but a rush of, oh my God, I need to control myself. But it is not remember, Brandon, you're not the wine place. You're just going, okay, I say you go into the wine place, Brandon, is because that's a place of safety. You see what I'm saying? The only reason I want you guys to take women places outside of your house is because I want her to feel safe enough with you that next time she doesn't want to be out, she wants to be in. But remember, my whole thing is I want to put a woman in a position to feel safe. You see what I'm saying? And as long as she feels safe, she's going to be relaxed. Okay. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to use the wine. I'm the wine. I'm sorry. What's up?
I was gonna say that okay, so that part I'm catching on to. The other part with like you, I guess like I think you either said selling the words to yourself or
no. I'm not. I don't sell. I don't. Okay, no. Okay. You're talking about marketing myself. Okay. What I'm saying is this. Okay. So when I'm doing nothing, because my mind is always racing. I'm always thinking of ways in which I can create sexual tension without touching her. See, the key to everything that I learned when I was 9 years old was the most dangerous man is the one that can touch her without touching her. See, the thing is, she's expecting me to want to touch her. Her reality has taught her, every guy that she has gone out with and been with wants to touch her. You see what I'm saying? So that means she's got an interpretation already of what she expects me to be, like you, Brandon, right? But she's going to realize that when you remember, the moment you break that algorithm, okay, Brandon, the moment you break the algorithm is when she starts to ask the question. This is very important because people don't understand this. The moment she asks, who are you? Because she's going to ask, who am I? Because she's going to realize this motherfucker has not asked me one question at all. But yet, man, we're just having this great, I can really talk to him. I can really like let my hair down, not in a sexual way, but like, who is he? But remember, Brandon, that's where a lot of guys go wrong. I want to put her into the who is he, because once I do that, I move her into a brand new reality because she already in her mind, she already knows how the date is going to go. I'm going to look at her, look away, shy away, be quiet, look around, and come up with questions to ask her and fake laugh, fake like I'm interested and all that. She already has Brandon a playbook. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, like of what she kind of expects.
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
that's what I'm learning. That's different because I noticed with you, like, you know, it's all coming from you, no other ideas, authentic.
Because I create,
right?
because I'm telling you, you're right. Wait, watch this, Brandon. That is exactly what I'm trying to get young men to see. See, if you created, she's never met it before because it's your creation. That's what's
And
going to
there's no
trigger
wrong
it.
way of creating.
No,
right?
there's no,
Like,
there's no, dude, there's no wrong, dude. I keep telling you, man. I would take things. Where's is mine? Let's see if I got mine. I don't know if I have mine. Oh, there's my mannequin. Well, again, Brandon, I have, and again, the way I created this, I tell you guys, for you guys right here to just record the thought, like any thought that you have with a woman, you record it and you put it away. And that's all Brandon, I can pull things from junior high school and things from elementary school, even today. And I can take those and rework those because it was a thought. See, most of you guys have all the thoughts that you have that will help you. They're gone because you never took the time to say, you know what? It might not work. It might not work now. Okay. Like for instance, okay. So I'll give you an example, hugging a woman, right? Hugging a woman. Okay.
Right.
So I can say, okay, I have a thought I want to hug a woman, right? So, all right. So to hug a woman, what do? We put our arms around her, right? Right?
Of
So,
course.
okay.
Right.
So like, okay. So if I'm in the fucking 6th grade or some shit like that, that's all I got, right? So I want to hug a woman. I want to put my hands around her. All right. But as I can take that, I can cultivate that damn thing. I don't have to just put my arms around her. I can take my hands, again, I'm just going on top of my head. I'm just giving you, that's how my mind works. But if I was thinking about hugging a woman, I can start by the way I grab her hand. And see, remember that I say hug the woman, but see, you guys are in the frame that, not frame like PUA. I just hope y'all understand. But you guys, when you think about hugging a woman, you think of putting your arms around a woman. But I want to create a narrative of how I'm going to hug her. Maybe it's going to start with holding her hand. And then maybe it's going to shift from my hand to the back of her hand, sliding all the way down from her wrist to her elbow, coming underneath her elbow, coming around, rolling around her shoulder, taking one hand, come down one way. Okay, so Brandon, so at the end of the day, the hug is going to be like this, connected, right? Connected, right? That's going to be the hug, right? But how I do it, I'm just showing you. I can start with the hand. Guys, I'm going to show you this in the school, but I got so many of these motherfuckers. But I can start with her hand with my right hand and work the shoulder and come down. But with the left hand, I can start with the hip and come up. Do you see what I'm saying? But then if I choose then the beautiful thing about the game is, what do I want to say to her while I'm hugging her? Or how do I want to look at her? Do I want to do it in a seductive way, a smooth way? Okay. So it's just so many ways. You see what I'm saying? There's so many ways to actually hug her that if I'm having her play with herself and touch herself, then I can even start with the way I see her. I'm so great with detail that I can put her exactly in the place I want her to be just with my words. So even with a hug, I can start from the shoulder and come on down. But if I come to the back of her shoulder, and I'll show you this in the school and everything, but how am I going to come down? Do I want to come down with the front of my hand, the side of my hand? Do I want to come down and do I want to zigzag? Do I want to spell? Where do I want to do on just that side coming down? But what do I want to do on that other side coming up? I can go all the way up her spine and everything if I chose to. You see what I'm saying? Or I can start it from down and up and I can shift. So and I'm just saying, Brandon, that's just a hug. It's just a hug. But what's so fascinating about the way I do it is it's mine. because she's never going to experience created it. Now, listen, I can't create a hug. Listen, everybody hugs. I can't create a hug by just taking my hand and wrapping it around her body. Does that make sense?
Right.
I can't, everybody's done that, but I can break that down into a way of doing it that is mine. So that
hugging her without giving her a hug.
Right, exactly. So what that means is guess what? So if things don't work out between us, what is the good news? What do you think she's going to go back to? A hug. A basic put my arm around your body. But even at that point of basic put your arm around my body, her body, I'm still going to keep a moment. Remember I told you yesterday, because think about this. Okay, Brandon, I'm just showing you one step. But what about the moment before I even hug her? Because that's where the memory is going to happen. What is the look that I'm going to give her while I'm holding her hand? When I lock my eyes in at her motherfucking ass. Do you see what I'm saying?
So that kind of just flows.
Right.
Through your mind.
It is a smooth flow. It is an actual smooth flow from the moment that I walk up on her to the moment I put my hands on her and then give her a hug. But then when I hug her, Brandon, it's not just pressing my body up against hers. What the fuck am I going to say to her then? Do I want to talk about her skin? Do I want to talk about her perfume? Do I want to talk about how good she feels on my body? I have so many, you see what I'm saying? So many options and choices. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just saying, it's just something as little as a hug. It's going to be a fucking experience. That's what I'm saying. That's how deep it is. See, a lot of guys don't take the time to learn how to be great lovers. They just want to hop on women and poke at them, but they don't want to learn how to be great lovers, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that actually makes more sense because I mean, there's no in-depth like thought to do that and dig that out of yourself. Like, for example, if I said, hey, you know what, like, you know, I like this, like I'm hugging her and I talk about the perfume part. I'm just trying to gauge on where I'm at. So it's like, well, on this side, I like the way
but I want her to think about every moment. Okay, women process things, okay, right? So again, I want her processing me in the silence. In the silence, I want her to process remember, I want to create a memory in a moment before the interaction of the hug, but I also want to reinforce it after the hug is over with. Because that's going to reinforce what I did in the beginning, but they don't even know that shit.
Oh yeah, that's completely
right. Exactly. So, but see, that is what I'm built on, is that I don't need to make her wet to give her thoughts of being turned on, to make her want, like, man, if this motherfucker's doing this and he's and Brandon, what if she's on Venus and I'm on Earth and she's far away? I can't hug her on a physical sense, but I can talk to her to put her in a state in which she's feeling connected to me, because I'm going to ease her mind. I'm going to relax her mind. And dog, when you break her being tense and she's more relaxed and she's in her femininity and shit, oh my God, they fucking open the fuck up. So if she's open up, man, that's when I like what I call teasing the kitty cat. You know what I mean? It's hugging her, but making sure part of the game is she can't touch her kitty cat. She's got to touch her legs. She's got to touch around it, because that's part of the teasing, because it's going to be a build-up. I'm not going to jump right on it. I want to build it up and build it up and build it up.
So that, I think that's kind of where, like, I'm getting the understanding about the faucet, like, you know, starting to stream a little bit, like pour a little more instead of just drops.
Yeah. You want to everything that you build, okay? That's why I'm trying to teach these young men out here, is that I want to be in full control. Okay, I figure this is what I learned. The more control you're in, Brandon, the more control she will lose. I want her to lose control. But Brandon, the control can, okay, remember I talked about tense, her being tense? Okay,
Yes.
that has nothing to do with physical contact. The tense is all about trust. A woman can, right. So see that level, see people thinking, I'm just telling you this to hug the fucking woman and all this thing. No. There are levels to this. The more she trusts me, the more she's going to relax. The more she relaxes, the better it's going to be. So I am not trying to get to the physical. I'm trying to show her that I'm the one that's going to, I'm the one that's going to ease your mind. I'm going to ease your mind in this experiment or this thing that we're doing. Let me talk to you.
So you think like the soothing nature of that mentally, and that's where like people going wrong, like going for the physical first, but like
no, it's part of what a lot of young men, again, there's nothing wrong, and I'm not here to shame it. There's nothing wrong, Brandon, with going for that for that woman. It's nothing. Okay. It's nothing wrong with trying to have sex with a woman. Okay, Brandon. I always will stress that. Okay. All right.
Of course.
But I have to also stress levels of experience. The more you go after it, now please understand, now this is more about what the woman is feeling. Okay, now not what she's seeing, but what she's feeling. Okay, you're not gonna hit her primal by begging. You're not gonna hit her primal by manipulation. You're not gonna hit her primal by desperation. I didn't say she would. Okay, here's the thing, Brandon. The majority of women open their legs for less than average motherfuckers. Okay, so that's just what it is. Because, Brandon, most women don't know about the primal. They just know that, okay, I'm just going to lay on my back and think about somebody else, or think about a movie star, an actor, a rapper, or whoever she wants to think about, and just get this shit over with. Because I'm not connected to that person. See, there's no connection. But I'm talking about, Brandon, beyond a connection. I'm talking about primal. I'm not talking about a fucking connection. I'm talking about fucking her world up. I'm talking really fucking her world up. But by doing that, Brandon, remember, you got to understand, Brandon, there's nothing wrong with having sex. But the more you want it, it's going to show her the less experience that you have. You see what I'm saying? Hold on one second.
Right.
Hold on one second. Let me get this question right here. This young man says, hold on a second, Smooth. He says, do you think there's a connection between a man's confidence and masculinity and the diet that he's eating? No, okay. I appreciate the question, 99. This is not a red pill or manosphere place, okay? Your diet has nothing to do with your mouthpiece, okay? When you're talking about confidence and masculinity, you have to be careful about the words that you use depending on who you're listening to. You see what I'm saying? You got to be careful about using words that are told by people who aren't masculine and are not confident. You see what I'm saying? Because what you're asking about is your diet. Your diet is something that you do. It's not who you are. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why the answer is going to be crazy real quick. The answer is yes, but no for you. And I will tell you yes and no why. Because Smooth Talker, right now, you are what we call out of alignment. And because you're out of alignment, those things, connection is at 2:00, masculinity is at 9:00, and you and your dieting, that's not even on the clock, but I'll put that bitch at fucking 4:00. So you're not in alignment, because what you're doing is first off, no one knows why you're asking the question, but I'm trying to answer the question the best way I can. And for a lot of you guys out here, you got to stop. Again, okay, listen, I I don't drink and I don't smoke. I will have a Michelob Ultra here and there, but I am not a heavy drinker. I've never, ever in my 54 years, I've never been drunk before. Never. Don't judge me, Brandon. I've never been drunk before. I've never been high. I was always told that, listen, man, if you want to look young and you want to have that good look to you at an older age, man, you can't be fucking with certain things because that shit's gonna catch up to you. But it's
That's why I stopped that.
yeah, but it's not a knock if you do it. It's just that what I learned with the game is that with women, I'm gonna become a drug and I'm gonna fucking intoxicate them and become an addiction by the level of the way I see and process things. So people always unfortunately look at confidence and masculinity from a surface level, but they never take the time at the end of the day to actually do it from another level. Wait, give me a second. Sir, I'm going to put you in timeout. Please don't talk about other people. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. Please, sir. Please listen. Let me explain something to you, 4015. I don't know. I guess you're black. I don't know what the fuck you are. But please stop talking and thinking about other men. This is why you are all fucked up. You did this earlier today, and yet you're asking about another man. If you find men attractive, this is not the right place for you, okay? So I'm going to time you out, but please don't do that again or I'm going to kick you out, okay? But anyway, back to what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to that young man out there is that I don't want to say yes to you, but I need to make sure, Smooth, that the answer I got to say is no, because right now, because the way you see the world teaches you masculinity is on the surface by fucking going to the gym, or confidence is on outside of you. So once you actually learn the game, you'll realize there are levels to confidence. Okay, big guy, but it was a good question. Brandon, back to you, buddy. You got it. What's up?
All right, so basically, I just want to close on this last question. So I think like what I'm putting together, especially from what you told me yesterday about creating the story on some of the things I did wrong, and I think the moment you talked about Disney and the parks and everything,
yes,
it's like I'm figuring out my own Disney park, my theme park, from what I'm learning. And
okay, all right. Now hold on, Brandon. Brandon, I'm gonna take what you just said and answer another question. Okay, one second, Brandon. Leak. This is the problem. Instead of you paying for a premium and fuck up, because you're gonna fuck up. Because I don't care what level of an app you pick, you're still weak. You're still soft. You're still effeminate. You still don't know how to make women wet. You still don't know how to turn them on. You still don't know how to seduce them. Do you see why you have already failed? The man, instead of becoming a student of the game and learning and realizing that you're premium and you don't have to go to a level of premium, because listen, you can swipe all you want, but every woman's going to see you as the same person, weak, soft, and effeminate, big guy. That's what I'm saying. Because you can't see, listen what he's saying, everybody. He's like, how can I manage setting up dates with multiple women on a budget? See that? But yet you want to pay for premium. You are so thirsty. And see, this is what I'm telling y'all guys, so thirsty and so desperate. You rather pay an app than invest in yourself. Because guess what? You know what the app knows? The app knows that the majority of you guys out there, you're just paying. You're not going to go on a date. That you don't understand marketing 101. It's the club rule. It's the rule of the club. And the rule of the club is simply this. Women get in free. We know the suckers going to come in and do all the paying. And you have just paid for a premium and wasted your money because nothing is going to help you when you're swiping that app. But I just want y'all to see that, Leak. You've already fucked up.
For women in, knowing that the app knows that he has no game.
The app, right? Well, yeah, the app knows, but the app got him by saying we can add more women, making him think that if there's more women to swipe, his chances are better, but his chances are even worse. He doesn't understand his chances are even worse.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what you understand. Listen, gentlemen, you can swipe and a woman can swipe on you. But I want to tell y'all something that no one's ever told you guys. Please understand this. And guys, I have the secret to the sauce, guys. I talked a little bit about it before we opened the thing. I'm going to show y'all something that women have never experienced before when it comes to dating apps. But I won't do that until we open the school. What I'm saying to you, young man, is this, is that you can take the perfect pictures and you can write the perfect profile. Okay? But you guys don't understand where you're going to lose at. The moment you get to the next level and have to open your mouth, then what's going to happen, okay? Then what's going to happen is you're going to be seen as a fraud and a phony. Because y'all guys out here, you are trying to create a false reality and wear a mask and be someone that you want not. And please understand, you will get clicks and hits and women reaching out, but you don't know what to do because you don't have a game. So you're going to go right back to weird mode or whatever mode that you're in. You're going to start talking in a weird way, in an effeminate way, and you're going to lose a lot of women. And if you're lucky to get past that point and then go on a date, it will be only one date because she's going to say, wait a second, this guy is not what he claimed to be. Gentlemen, y'all have to stop trying to pretend to be stuff and actually learn the game. But you got it, Brandon. You got it, man.
Yeah, and I think closing into that, I think I've been learning so much of like, oh, this is what you do for her, it's what you do for women. But now, like, as I'm taking it in,
you don't do nothing for them. You don't do anything for, okay. When I tell y'all stuff, I don't do anything for women. I do it for me, and women are just involved in it. Everything, yeah. I do nothing for a woman.
And also just trusting myself to create that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's levels to this, but it's creating the world that I'm talking about. Okay, so this is where they go wrong. You know, the dating apps that y'all want to do, y'all try to create mystery and intrigue and I don't know, masculinity and confidence and all that silly shit. Y'all have not even read the fine print. Women don't fall for that shit. They fall for consistency. They don't give a fuck about your confidence that you wrote. They don't care about them photos that you took. They're looking for something deeper than no one's going to tell you that. And y'all guys are consistently inconsistent. And that's when they talk to you, y'all don't understand that, man. Because you're so busy hiding behind the lies, you are not showing your potential. You see what I'm saying? They will submit to your presence and not the lie, okay? And if you want to be respected when you're not around, you have to echo in the silence. Like I told you yesterday, you have got to hit that women's emotions on such a fucking heavy level that she is like she can't wait to talk to you and can't wait to be around you. And I'm saying, guys, I like I say, I tell you guys, no disrespect. I always tell you guys, it's to just grab a tissue. Just grab a tissue or a piece of paper and throw it hard as you can at a wall. And that's the kind of penetration you're going to have a woman when you don't have the game. You have to hit that emotion because remember, Brandon, I'm not trying to unlock friendship. I'm trying to unlock what? What am I trying to unlock, Brandon? Is it friendship?
No, her primal.
Yes, I'm trying to unlock something that most women don't know about. Women don't know about primal. They don't know about that emotional and sexual level because everybody is logically thinking that whatever she thinks is actually really her. That's not even her. You can't hit primal by trying to be like everybody else who is basic.
Yeah, see, there was a clip about that on. It was like a Star Trek episode on that. I think it was like a classic TV series where Jonathan is Captain Archer, right?
Yes, sir.
And human meets this Vulcan, and it was weird because on the Vulcan planet,
yes,
the Vulcan that assigned saying, why aren't you digging me? Why aren't you into me? I mean, it's logical. It's we're supposed to be together, and then she's actually battling with human emotions. And,
right. You got to hit women on a primal level where she feels it to a point where, again, remember, I'm the only one telling y'all have got to stop trying to put women in alignment. Alignment is basic. Alignment is fulfilling wants. Alignment is kissing her ass. Alignment is playing games and all that silly shit. I don't want her to feel safe around me. And I don't mean that way as I'm going to tie her up and bury her in the forest. The guys, there's different spectrums. Okay, there's different spectrums of not feeling safe. Most of you guys only know one side from your reality of the safety, as in how, bad people do bad things. What I'm saying is that you want her to see you as something forbidden, something that she shouldn't fuck with, something that she shouldn't talk to, because there is something that's drawing her in to you that she cannot figure out because she's not used to a man that is so authentic, so dominant, so decisive, so fucking passionate, so just open with it. You see what I'm saying? That is going to trigger her primal. But people don't understand. See, people don't know the level because they're just looking at her body, just like the reality that they're stuck in. The reality that they're stuck in is the same thing. See, that's what they say. They don't understand. Dating, they're not dating. That's the problem. They don't understand dating. They don't understand relationships.
All of the reality from all the other guys is the same.
Yeah, because right, exactly. It's the same reality. But see, nobody's going to tell these young men that all their life they've been doing it the wrong way so much they think they're doing it the right way. See, you're going into a reality with no weapons. You're going into a reality being average and basic. The rules of dating, like, okay, remember I told you game, life, time, taxes, hell, relationships, all these reality things are just moving, okay? And you're going to just tap into the source. But how are you tapping into the source? See, you should not be dating. You should not. See, that's where people go wrong. They say, I want a date. I want a relationship. I want a girl. I want a wife. I want some pussy. You go wrong. They always are talking what? Okay, if you're talking about what you want, yes, right? When you say you want, so what level are you on? If you're talking about wants, that what you want a relationship, you want some pussy, I want a woman, I want a blowjob, I want all these things, you're not even tapping into your primal because you're on the surface. You're asking for simple ass things that are given to a man for free. He doesn't have to ask for that shit. Women are going to want to be a part of that. You see what I'm saying? Sir, if you have a question, fucking ask the question to get the fuck out. Please, sir, please just put a Q and ask your question. I'm sorry, please listen. Eric, if you have a question, put a Q and ask your question. We do not know you. We cannot read your mind. Please, sir. Please, sir. You put a Q. I'm good at what I do. I cannot read your mind. So please I'm gonna have to change this right here. I'm gonna say put a question and ask your question. Ask your question, okay? Just ask your question, okay? Cool. Just ask your question. Put a Q and ask your question. I promise I get to it, okay? But I can't read your mind if you just put the Q there. You putting the Q there saying, okay, you have a question, but I don't know what the question is. But this goes back to what I'm talking about with primal. And this goes back to what I'm saying, young man. This goes back to Jill Scott. You guys, I'm trying to prime all you guys out here, okay? Okay? I'm trying to prime you. But wait, time out. Give me a second. Young man, I know you're new here. Please, sir, please listen. Please listen. Please. Don't judge. This is not the place, okay? If you have a question, 2718, just ask, okay? Because I appreciate people asking questions and things like that. But if you're judging and you ain't saying anything, don't do that, okay? Either don't say nothing at all or ask a question. Please. Just do that, okay? Just put a Q, gentlemen, and ask your question. I'll get to it like everybody else asks. I'll give you prime example. You see that right there? He put a Q and, well, up here that way, but if you're on TV, he put a Q, you see what I'm saying? And he asks his question. That's how you do it, sir, please, okay? But anyway, back to you, Brandon.
Yeah, so I think also something else too is like that brings her curiosity out. It's kind of like a new movie she's seeing of you that, you know, now she wants to see the sequel. She wants to see the
No. You understand women in movies. It's not about the sequel. It's about the connection to the movie. It's not the characters. It's the connection. That is why they cry, and that is why they touch their heart, and that is why they can watch the same movie over and over again and still do the same fucking thing, because there's some driving force that connects the movie, because it taps to her not on her primal level like porn or something when she's in the mood, but it taps into her femininity. I'm not asking you guys to tap into a woman's femininity. I'm saying that who you are is going to do it just on its own. You don't have to actually tap into the source, if that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah, because like based off of the scenes you're creating, the stories you're creating, it puts her in her femininity because it's you. It's your authenticity. That's
right. But remember, when someone doesn't know who he is, then where he's doing is he's tapping into a source and he's treating dating, sex, and relationships like job interviews because somebody told him to do that, okay? Or they feel that a woman is a task to complete, okay? And they don't see the truth. The truth is how you see. It's the man in the fucking mirror. It's how you see yourself. See, the world wants you to think it's the woman, it's the woman, it's the woman, but it's how you see yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? It's how you see yourself. And nobody's right. And if you don't know, if you don't understand who you are, then your self-perception, not the woman, your self-perception is the only reality a woman is going to experience when they interact with you. Remember, you're not going into date. You're not dating a woman. You're going into that reality, but she's reflecting off of what you are to yourself. And that's what the Bear and Hallmark and flower shops are not going to tell you, because you're not interacting with yourself, because your mind is so far as trapped in self-doubt, fear, and hesitation that every word that you speak and every move that you make is that you're carrying the weak sexual energy of a male who automatically expects a woman to fucking reject him. Automatically. You see what I'm saying? Automatically.
I think my problem is where I'm expecting her to obviously be seduced and attracted to me too. That part. That's where I'm
right. And no, man, look, sir, all right, I'm gonna time you out. We are not into that stupid ass shit, dog. I don't know why the fuck. Guys, I don't, man, listen, ladies, look, there is nothing wrong with yoga for women and meditation. But for you guys sitting out there meditating, wait, would you meditate? You meditate, Brandon?
In a joke, I do sit like.
No, it's nothing. No. I'm saying look into the fucking fire. Fuck a meditate, guys. Guys, you understand when meditation started to roll around? Maybe it was in the 60s or 70s. Man, I'm not talking about Buddhist monks and all that other shit. What I'm saying is they try to find a way to market that shit to get a coin from you ignorant ass people to think that if you have a loser mentality and you close your eyes and go aum and shit, you're gonna be a winner. Just like the guy that got the app, just like the guy that got the premium package because he can swipe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's part of the economy. That's the trick right there. But I mean, people have got to pay for that stuff, you know.
Yeah, sir. What do you mean urgent? What are you talking about, dude? I don't even know what that. Sir, when you ask a question, please ask a clear question, please, sir. Gentlemen, please understand, and please, I need y'all to write this down. I need to put it on my thing. Everything matters. You must be able to articulate yourself to me, because that shows me you can't articulate yourself to yourself nor a woman. How in the fuck are we supposed to answer a question that says urge and curiosity one up? What the fuck does that even mean? Sir, come on, dog. Be a grown-up. Please, guys, this is a grown-up room. Come on, man. All right. I'm going to let you out, dog. This ain't for you. Anyway, like I said before, gentlemen, if you guys have a question, go ahead, I got you guys. But what I'm saying to all you young men, I'm sorry, go ahead, Brandon. What was your question before I continue? What's up?
Oh, yeah. No, I think that part is it. One last thing is like killing out the it's not like meditation, but everything you're doing from gathering cereal, creating steaks, you know, how you talk to yourself. That
no. Well, see, that's again, Brandon, you're not looking at it, man. You don't understand what you have done to your internal mentality. You don't need more pickup lines. You do not. You need a new internal mindset, a new way of thinking, a new way of operating, and a new set of thoughts that don't collapse under the pressure of ass and titties. You've got to be able to demand who you are and command every moment that you're in. I didn't say with the woman, I said with yourself. See, you guys think this is why dating is so hard for you guys, because you guys think dating is about trying harder. I saw a video, I wish I had that motherfucker. It says why guys, it says why guys don't talk to women anymore, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those. Yeah.
So the guy walks up to a woman and says the weirdest, creepiest thing, and the women are like, "Sir, can you please leave me alone?" I mean, and it wasn't even. He said some weird, creepy shit. People, this is what I keep trying to say. Okay, I'm saying to all you guys out here. Okay, all right.
Right.
I'm saying that you're not, a lot of you young men are not seeing what you don't see because you've been seeing the same thing in 2024. You don't see why things are not working out the way they were supposed to work out, because you think it's all about trying harder. You think it's about being more aligned with who you are. But who you are, you don't know who you are because you're living underneath the fear. You're not invisible to women because of how you look or how much money you have. You're invisible because you don't see yourself as a man worth noticing. It has nothing to do with the one. You see what I'm saying? People,
yeah, because I heard you talk
yes.
about internal dialogue before too. So like, is that like, for example, for someone who has the invisible dialogue versus
Right.
the person who has owning their dialogue?
Right.
The invisible is an energy she picks up, right? Like,
well, remember, right? She's gonna pick it up because you're guys. I am going to do one of two things. You are going to display that I am on the clearance aisle at 70% off, or I am fucking sexual luxury that you got to earn this dick. That's it. There's no middle ground. That's it. And women,
like, it's just something you can't fake. That's what I think.
Right, but no, women don't want. Women don't even know what the fuck they want, but they need a man who carries his presence without needing anything from her. See, what turns her on is, why doesn't he need from me like everybody else? That's what's going to make her feel safe, because everybody needs something from her, but it's not what she wants to give out. That's what makes her feel desire, because the man that knows himself doesn't chase. I don't try to impress a woman. I try to, gentlemen, everything I try to show you, gentlemen, is to be impressive. I need you guys to create space and create time and create silence so she can feel something, so she can fill in that gap with her fucked up ass thoughts, her stories and her fantasies and her desires and her jealousies and her territory, all these things. You want her to feel that. But the problem is, she can't see you differently if you're not giving her any wiggle room to do anything. You're all up under the goddamn woman. She can't do anything. You see what I'm saying? So if she can't do anything, then you're on the clearance aisle, and she doesn't want to do this. Because I'm trying to get you guys one thought, one mind, one way. That is
no fun in that. It's like, oh yeah, please let me just let me go out with you. Oh yeah.
No. I don't want you to go out. I'm not going to ask for permission. I am not going to ask a woman to sign off on a piece of paper to go out with me. This is what it is. This is where I'm going. Period. With or without you. It would be cool if you accompany me. That's it. I'm not asking you, is it okay?
That was cool that day when I went out. I was just like, hey, I'm checking out this hot cocoa spot, and this drink is really nice. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about the woman, right? And when she came through, I was like, okay,
But that's what I'm saying. But see, what I'm saying is that women aren't used to that type of dominance, because they're not used to a man leading himself. See, most guys don't lead, man. Most people out here, they have the same mentality. And look, to be that man, you have to burn that old rule book and that bullshit pickup lines, shit, fucking code approaching in the field, frame, and all that other shit. Because all those things are built for you to seek a woman's approval, but you are here.
On the date, like I'll keep it real with you. Like on the date, I didn't even notice it, but now that I'm talking to you, I'm thinking back and I'm thinking, oh shit, I was still kind of using some of that without knowing, because when I was sitting there, I had her, and she was like doing it, she was into it. I was just sitting by and I didn't even see or expect that I was touching her, but she was sitting right close to me, right into me, and I wasn't even seeing or recognizing that I'm actually touching this one.
Right, but I'm not. Remember, gentlemen, when I see a woman, that, again, guys, there's nothing wrong with seeing her and wanting to sleep with her and doing nasty things to her. But the more experience you get, the way you're going to see things totally different. I am not here for her approval or her pussy. I am here to create a brand new fucking reality where she becomes addicted to the dick. You see what I'm saying? A reality that that she has never had before. One where you speak without fear of being misunderstood, where your silence carries weight. You see what I'm saying? While someone else is bragging, you don't need to brag. And that's why I'm saying shifting your whole entire mindset of how you approach women by not making it about approaching fucking women. You've got to stop doing that. You've got to stop trying to be liked from knowing that you're the prize. Those are the shifts that we got to look for, guys, in 2026. That's the foundation. That's the move in the game. It's not about fixing what's broken, gentlemen. It's about noticing what's been running in your mind all the fucking time that you got to stop doing. All them fucking thoughts. I'm not good enough. She's out of my league. She doesn't like me. I'm too short, too fat, too broke, too poor. I don't have nice clothes. And she'll never like a guy like me and all that other shit. Those are not fucking facts. Those are broken record. So for all you guys out here, again, I am from the 1900s. So what I'm saying to all you guys out here, I used to have a thing, guys, don't laugh at me. It used to be a record player, okay? I know maybe y'all motherfuckers don't know, where you take this thing and you put it on a record player and you let it, and it spins, and you put the needle on it, right? And sometimes when you don't take care of it and you scratch that record, it goes on repeat. It just keeps going on repeat over, and that's when the record. But your mind is the same way. You're in this world where you're putting yourself down so much because you take into account what someone else says. Why would you allow a nothing and a nobody dictate how you should be as a man? It is her right to call you a loser. It is a woman's right to say that you're fat. It is a woman's right to say that you're ugly. But unless you believe what she is saying, then that's what I'm saying, man. I'm saying that y'all have to break the cycle because you're putting yourself, it's like I put myself down, but I want her to see me as the guy. I put myself down, but I want her to see me as this masculine alpha male or some silly shit. But behind the scenes, you beat yourself up. You put yourself down. You kick your own ass. But see, you're going to keep on doing it because that is the mentality that you have, because you can't erase who you are. That's why when you become a student of the game, you will realize that these are not facts that you say. They're recordings from a life that you no longer have to live. But hey, but the choice is yours. If you want to be the same person you were in 2024, gentlemen, because that's all you became this year, the same exact person thinking that the world is going to change for you. The world has changed all around us, but you have never changed with the world. I have guys right now, I say, man, do you have IG or anything like? No, I don't have social media. I'm like, why the fuck not? You must keep up with the times because you should be able to use the times to get that ass on your motherfucking dick. You've got to learn and use the times. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think that's when I remembered like that. I did it anyways. I just put out like IG and all my stuff anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. See, okay, young man, 9931. Okay, remember on this show, okay, the greatest harm to you young men is y'all have been trained by the internet. Trained by the internet to judge women or set expectations. Hold on, Brandon. 9931. Are your parents together? 9931. Are your parents together, yes or no? 9931. Are your parents together, yes or no? Just be honest. No disrespect. No judgment. And I'm not going to say anything wrong. I'm just asking you a question. Are your parents, I bet you they're not, but are your parents together? Be honest. Your parents are together. So then tomorrow, I want you to go to your father and I want you to tell that motherfucker he has failed you as a man. Because he never taught you as a man, you are not to look at a woman because she has children. Because all single mothers, motherfucker, are not equal. Kobe Bryant. So does that make Vanessa Bryant a bad person? Every woman, circumstances are not the same. So what you got to do, 9931, you got to go to your father and say, Dad, you have fucking failed me as a man because I'm over here judging women off of their children. What the fuck are you doing? How do you know she's a single mother? How do you know she's a single mother? This is what is crazy about you guys out here. How do you know she's a single mother? And why do you care if she's a single? What does her having kids have to do with you, young man? Tell me. Tell me. See, gentlemen, this is why I'm telling you guys. Y'all are listen, gentlemen, all you young motherfuckers, y'all are not gonna be young forever. And one day y'all are gonna hit this midlife crisis. And all this fucking red pill, manosphere, look at women and all this other stuff is gonna be crazy, dog. Gonna be crazy. Okay? Sir, and I get 918, I need you to explain why their liability when women having kids have nothing to do with your ass, man. This is
about her character.
It's about her. Okay, gentlemen, listen to me. I mean, God, they have fucked. The red pill has fucked y'all so bad. A woman. Okay, let me explain something to you, young man. You don't understand women to understand that a woman is not going to bring your creepy ass around her fucking kid. They're not. How is a woman with a child? And again, let me ask you, 918, do you have your mother with you? No, hold on a second. Let me ask you something. 918. Hold on a second. Are you with your mother? Are your parents together? And this is going to be odd. Everybody's going to try to say yes. Are your parents together? I'm asking you real quick. Come on, 918. You're saying single mothers are a liability. So I'm asking you, okay, so your parents are together. Saying, what the fuck kind of a bitch dad do you have? Your father has fucking failed you. Because if your father showed you how to be a man, he will show you that women are all not equal who have children. So you, young man, y'all, it's funny, Brendan, everybody's parents are together magically and everything. So your daddy must be look at his son. See, you always listen. And if you always follow a loser home and knock on his door, a loser's going to fucking answer it. Your father has failed you. Because if your father had a conversation with you, he would show you that, you know what, women and children are circumstances and they're not liabilities. But that your father failed you. So you go to your daddy and tell him he's fucking failed you as well. Jesus fucking Christ. That is
making
crazy.
Judgments.
That is crazy. You're making, gentlemen, listen. I didn't say all single mothers are good, and I didn't say all of them are bad. What I'm saying is, gentlemen, what is so fucked up about most of you weak motherfuckers, you see so many single mothers every day, you don't even realize because you ain't thinking about it when you're looking at her ass and her titties. You don't give a fuck about them kids when you're looking at her ass and her titties and everything. You don't care. But see, the thing is that nobody said that you have to throw the ball with the boy. Nobody said that you have to have tea time with the little girl. If you are the man that you should be, you should make sure that you respect the mother and the father of those kids, but not being involved in that stuff. Sir, please listen. Sir, listen. You don't have any women to even consider these things, dog, okay? All right, this is crazy. Anyway, I'm going to continue. Brandon, any other questions? I'm going to continue. Any other questions?
No, that's it.
I appreciate you, Brandon. We'll throw you back in, brother. Have a question, call back, brother. Thank you, Brandon. Guys, lines are open. Sorry for the wait for all you guys out here. 610, sorry for the wait, sir. What's your name? What's your question? How can I help you?
Yeah, it's 25. Yeah, the question I had, you was talking about the noise, right?
Yes.
Does the noise stop you from seeing?
Okay, your noise, okay, your noise, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on, wait, time out. Hold on, time out. See, this is what I'm talking about. Hold on, time out. See, I'm not your bro, number of fact. But so you're the one that's fucking society up. You're the one going around and fucking all these women, and you probably ain't even on child support with these motherfuckers. But yet you want. So is your baby mama a fucking liability because she's a single mother? But you know what? Because you ruthless motherfuckers fuck these bottom of the barrel ain't shit women and nut up in them, and you don't know how to be a fucking man because your father didn't teach you how to be one, then guess what? Unfortunately, with all due respect, everybody, you got to watch out for this motherfucker's kids because in about 15 years, they're going to fucking rob us. You want to know why? Because this motherfucker doesn't know how to keep his pants and his fucking dick in his pants and stop fucking having all these raggedy ass kids around that you're not taking care of. Listen, you want to talk about single mothers are a liability, but you're fucking creating them. You see how people are fucked up? And that is crazy to me. Anyway, Shy, when I'm talking about the noise, okay? Shy, when I'm talking about the noise is this. What I'm saying is that you have to silence your noise, Shy, to create the silence of the noise that she's going to fill in. You see what I'm saying?
Because when I stop the noise, I'm not paying attention to her, but then she'll start to pay attention to me.
Yeah, sir, if children are a liability, why the fuck are you having them, motherfucker? Didn't you go to sex ed? Didn't your father tell you to wrap up? My God, man. Please, dog, just tell your father he fucking failed you, man. My God, thank you. I'm not going to answer any more of this thing. I appreciate that, I am. But anyway, gentlemen, for all you young men out here that have children, I am not talking to any of you. I'm talking about this guy that's saying that children are legacy, you dumb bitch. They're bloodline when you have the game. They're your fucking future. They are what you're going, they're your representation when you are dead. But yet you follow them a lot. Oh my, gentlemen, I continue. Guys, I am here for all you young men, not that dumbass. So please understand, no disrespect to any young men that have children, because I don't ever want you to see something you created that came from your nutsack as a liability. You have got to be careful about who you give your sperm to, and you have got to look for more bloodlines and looking at legacy and not just having a bunch of fucked up ass kids robbing us, fucking carjacking us, running around in the fucking stores acting up. And it can be black, white, yellow, green, or blue. They all fucked up because y'all are fucked up people, not knowing to be responsible for your fucking kids. Anyway, back to you, Shy. What I'm saying, big guy, is this. I'm saying that at the end of the day, I want you to create silence in your mind where she will create the noise in her mind. Does that make sense?
So creating the silence is not paying attention to the ass and titties?
Right. See, okay, listen, okay. The more you tear yourself down, guys, please write this down. The more you tear yourself down, okay? I'm short, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm poor, whatever you say. Which is weird to me because you're supposed to be the most beautiful thing walking the face of the earth because there's no one like you, but that's here nor there. But whatever you say and you believe those things, the more you're going to create the exact situation that is going to reinforce what it is you're thinking. And that is not dating. That is a repetition. See, this is why I'm telling you guys, stop trying to date women. Stop women or approach women. Stop trying to be in relationships with women because you're not actually in a relationship with them because Shy You're not in a relationship with your fucking self. And if you're not in a relationship with yourself, how can you even be with a woman when all you're doing is tearing yourself down? Does that make sense? Shy?
Yeah, when I'm tearing my, yeah, but
right. What I'm saying is that okay? I tell all you young men, not that one guy, not that knucklehead, everybody else, every young man in this room, not that knucklehead, every young man. I tell all of you men, and I will keep pushing this. Based off of this, we're the only one that say this. This is what makes you the most beautiful motherfucker walking this rock that is going in a circle that's floating around the goddamn sun. But nobody tells you that you are perfect the way you fucking are, because the emotions don't care about how you look and how tall you are and how much money. That's the indoctrination of the reality that you shouldn't be in. But that is why I don't understand why you guys are always tearing yourselves down and sitting here and running behind pussy. See, when you you're shy. When you silence the mind, right? You'll stop believing the lies. You'll stop dating. Okay? You were born to break repetition, not become it. You are it. So you guys are the repetition of not 2025. This is how fucked up the world doesn't want to. And guys, I'm not trying to break your brain because y'all don't understand. You are not in 2025. You're in 2025, but you're not in 2025 because we're at the moment. Listen, guys, it's very important because nobody's going to teach you this shit. Please write this down, okay? Please write this down, okay? Okay? What I'm saying to all you guys out here, there is a moment in time which makes all of y'all different. The moment that you said I was not good enough, whatever that year is, that's the year you're in. You're not in this year. Guys, you're in. Okay, please understand. I got unsweet tea. I promise. Unsweet tea. I swear to you, I'm just trying to tell y'all something that no one teaches you. And this is why everybody out there that's trying to teach you shit is not teaching you right. You're in 2025, but you're not in 2025. You are in and stuck in a time said, I'm not good enough, or she's out of my league. The moment you stop believing in yourself was the moment you were frozen in time and you're just going through time, but you're not being in time. Does that make sense, guys? I hope I'm not confusing. Guys, does that make sense? I hope I'm not confusing y'all. Does that make sense?
So, yeah, so the moment that I saw a woman or some woman that finally caught my attention, and I said,
No. It's not it's not just look. No, it's what you said about yourself. Whatever year it was, and each and every one of you guys have your own year. You are stuck in that time zone. You're stuck in time. You're moving in time, but you're still stuck in time. You see what I'm saying? And because you're stuck in time, that is why you guys get frustrated. That is why you get depressed. That is why you get upset, because you're out of alignment, because your alignment is not in 2025. It's stuck somewhere, maybe in elementary, junior high, or high school. There was something that was a major disruption in your world that once that thing happened, it alternated and shifted your reality by freezing itself in time. And when it froze you in time, you're still in time, but you're not in time. You are in time, but your mind is stuck in a history that froze you in time. That is why, if you notice, gentlemen, you keep repeating everything the same every year, and nobody's going to teach you that shit. Does that make sense, Shy?
So that's why it ends up being the same, because I'm repeating the same thing when I stop believing in myself.
Right. The moment gentlemen, every one of y'all are different. You just have to be honest with yourself. Whatever time period you are in, it fucking sucks to say and be honest with yourself and say that I'm stuck in this time period, but you're not in 2025. And you're not going to be in 2026 if you're still stuck in 2012 or 2002 or 1999 or whatever. There was just something that has happened to you guys out here. You see what I'm saying?
And then and the worst when the red pill came in.
Well, no, wait, you're saying, Coach, we called it great. No, it's not I don't want, okay, gentlemen, I don't say this to upset you. It's not about a delay or anything like that. What I'm saying is that until you are honest with yourself and realize that I'm stuck in a different time zone and I'm not one with myself, then you are always going to have an identity crisis to yourself, and you cannot fake power. You must become it. And that power has got to start with the presence that you have of a sexual and a dominant awareness in the right time. You guys, not only should you not be in 2025, you should be in 2026. You should be moving forward technically, not moving backwards. Let me give you guys a prime example. So most of you guys, if you have a bicycle, you know that you can ride your bike, but you go into a future because you're like, you know what, I can jump off a curve, or you make a ramp, you jump the ramp. Then you believe yourself, I can do it with no hands. Or you put somebody on a bicycle and you ride them. Or you could pop a wheelie. There are so many levels forward that you could go into because you can place yourself in that future. I'm not saying a future with women. I'm saying that there was a moment when you guys rode your bike and you knew how to ride, pedal, brake, and steer. So you learned the bike, but then you were saying, man, I think I could jump off that curve. And it was a thought in a present moment that you thought about something in the future. Then what did you do, Shy? You placed yourself in the future. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what fucks women up. Because if you keep evolving and keep moving forward, then she cannot recognize forward. She can only recognize freeze, if that makes sense, Shy.
So she only can recognize people who are stuck in their past versus.
Well, they know that. Right. Because they.
You said what?
Well, because what I'm saying is the reason why they do that is because at the end of the day, they do those things. Okay. Wait, this guy said, what is the biggest flaw in the red pill content? There's no big flaw. If you guys just do your homework, sir. It's a transsexual story that you are following and you don't even understand it. You just gotta do your homework. I'm not gonna get in that. If you want to be red pill, this is not for you. This is a man space. So if you want to be asexual, homosexual, I'm not here to tell you not. But if you want to think about men and be mad at women and all that other shit, this is not the place for you. So you need to ask better questions. You gotta get the fuck out. But anyway, what were you saying, Shy?
Yeah, you were saying that they only recognize people stuck in their past. So
right. What I'm saying is that no, wait, you're not a student. When do I tell you hold on, wait a second. To judge people, Shy. Do I tell my students to judge women?
No.
Do I tell my students to have expectations for women?
No.
Then how the fuck are you gonna sit there and this guy's gonna say I'm a student? You ain't no fucking student. Listen to what you said, man. You placed a judgment on a woman because she has a fucking kid, dude. Dude, you might have to call and explain yourself. But anyway, back to you, Shy. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, when you're moving forward,
yes, moving forward,
it's more of a you're predicting your future.
Well, yeah. So, okay, if you predict your future, right, Shy? So this is why I'm trying to teach you guys, stop wanting to date and you enter the reality of dating. You can't date if you know nothing about yourself, because the rules of dating is always going to put you in a bad position, and that's why you fail at dating. Because what you're doing is, see, you're not just entering dating, you're entering a reality, one that reflects who you are and what you tolerate, not the woman. Remember, the woman is in the reality, but what a lot of guys get wrong is that the reason why most men fail is because they say, remember, they're stuck in time, remember? So when things don't work out, they think I'm a bad person. Or because they're mad at the woman, she's a bad person. But what y'all guys are doing, it's because you guys, please write this down because nobody's going to teach you this. It's because you guys treat dating as if it's separate from your personal development. You guys go into it hoping to win affection instead of commanding fucking respect. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. You go in the hope business. For a lot of you guys out there, you want to smash women, but yet they force you to date them. Or you lie to them and say, I want to date you when all I want to do is smash you. And so that means you go into a reality under the wrong circumstances. If that makes any sense.
So I'm going in the dating world based off what she wants to do.
No. You're going into dating because of her influence. She has influence over you in which you shouldn't. A woman should not have anything fucking on you or over you. But they do, because remember, your reality is stuck where mom has coddled you and cut your pancakes and loved you and all that other shit. That's the problem. You go in to this thing hoping the woman is not your mom, gentlemen, but treats you close to how your mom treated you. You go in with this false expectation. You expect the woman to care for you and coddle you and want to be with you and adore you. But why would she want to adore someone who doesn't fucking even like himself, which doesn't make any sense? Well, how can you ask a woman to give you anything when all you do is tear yourself down? How does that doesn't even make any sense. You see what I'm saying? You guys want women to give you sex. You want women to see you as dominant. You want women to see you as masculine. But what do you say about yourself? Come on, Kansas City. Oh, made it. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying, guys. Think about what I'm saying. Please pick up what I'm putting down. If you want to date in 2026 and never feel invisible again, you've got to stop thinking of dating as a fucking mask and a performance. Dating is not a play that you wear a mask, and it's not a stage, okay? It is a reflection of who you are. And she only sees what you fucking reflect. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's why I keep telling you, you can't cheat the game and you can't manipulate women. And yet y'all do it all the time. Because if you reflect confusion, she is going to feel uncertain. If you reflect desperation, she's going to feel pressure. If you reflect thirst, she is going to feel weird and not safe. If you reflect that I'm not good enough and you're better than me, she's going to feel like I'm dating my girlfriend or some shit like that. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying for all you guys out here? But, Shy, when you reflect strength and dominance and authenticity and passion and charisma and leadership and a standard, integrity and honor, it's not her that feels fucking safe, Shy. It's that thing between her legs that you trying to tap into. That thing begins to trust you on a primal level. That thing between her legs starts to feel something for you on a primal level. And that thing was going to want to ride you on a primal level. But this is where you got to be careful, because sometimes that thing is going to want to have your child as well. So please understand, gentlemen, it's not all you forever in every kind of way. Shy, be quiet. I'm talking to them. You see what I'm saying? Shy, did you even hear what I was saying?
No, you was breaking up.
Okay, well, you got to go back. Any other questions? I can continue, Shy. Any other questions?
No, that was it.
All right, call back. Thank you, Shy. I appreciate it. But guys, listen to what I'm saying. Guys, lines are open. Got you covered. Gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying to all you guys out here. What you see is what you see, and what you don't know is what you don't know. And most of you guys just don't know that you are reflecting what you feel about yourself, but you can't see it because the fog, you're so blinded by what you are, you actually think that everything is fine when it's not. 678, what's your name, sir? How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Aaron.
What's going on, Aaron? What's up? What's up?
Look, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. All right. So you're telling us.
Sorry for the glitch, guys. I'm just trying this new thing out. And if it's giving me the technical problems they have, and I promise starting tomorrow morning, guys, I'll be going live in the morning. I'll go back to the regular thing. I was just trying out the two screens. And if it's glitching, I apologize. I was just trying something out new. But I'll go back to the old style. So it's all good. But go ahead, Aaron. You got it, man.
Yeah, you're talking about seeing dating in like a whole, in a different kind of way. And you're saying, so are you saying that it's like a
grocery store?
More
grocery store. So when you walk into a grocery store, you're there for what? To buy groceries, yes?
Yeah.
But I kind of talked about it earlier today. I'm going to get a little bit deep on this.
Okay.
But do you walk into the grocery store and grab the ice cream first? And the milk first? No. There, see what I'm saying? There is even a way in a system in which you go grocery shopping. But you guys in your world, grocery shopping with a woman, you want to roll in the grocery store and grab the ice cream, the dairy, and all the products that is going to get all melty and soggy and all that and warm. You don't want that shit. That's why if you notice how stores are set up, they set up to give you a system in which you can go around in. You can get fruits and you can get vegetables. That's what they start you off with, a system and a pathway to go through the store. But if you notice close by the cash registers, well, yes, we know the milk and the milk and all that other stuff is usually at the back. But sometimes the ice cream is kind of like closer to the cash register because they know that's kind of like the last thing that you're grabbing. So it's the same thing. It's a system on that. It's a system. You see what I'm saying? And that is why your mindset is the greatest system known to motherfucking man. Because if you do it right, you're not playing by society's rules. You're not playing by you're not negotiating with society, because society makes dating a transactional thing. The game is not transactional. The game is about her getting on your dick.
Okay, so the same way that I wouldn't let somebody else tell me how to run my grocery run, I've kind of let them tell me how, like what I'm going into dating.
No, you
and
let
looking
women
for.
tell you. You let women tell you how to shop. See, you don't even shop for yourself when it comes to the store analogy. You shop for women, not yourself. And you're not playing. See, the thing is, I don't play by society's rules when it comes to dating. Because dating doesn't have rules when you are a free thinker. I'm rewriting the rules in real time based off of how I fucking feel. That's why most men win at this game. Not because they're charismatic or confident. It's because they're rooted in something that goes beyond women's thinking. Women don't know primal. They're rarely around men. So they don't know primal. And if they do it, they read it in a book or seen it on a TV show, but they never experienced primal. They've never really experienced a man. Most of these women may go their whole life without getting fucked by a man.
So it's the primal in you that is constantly deciding and writing out what you want.
Aaron, the primal, the primal can't decide it. Okay, you've got to be a special kind of person to unlock what women don't even know they have. How can she notice primal when all you guys see titties and ass? How can you unlock and flip that switch when all you're trying to do is open her legs up? So she doesn't know. She doesn't know this. She doesn't know this until they meet him. Him. Not them. Him.
Okay. And that ties, how does that tie into the personal, like how we're seeing it for the personal, how we're not seeing it from as personal development? We're not seeing dating.
Okay, because what are you developing when you're stuck in time? But tell me, what are you developing?
Well, I'm not developing anything.
Okay, then you're not. All right. Okay, so you watch this.
Okay.
The world has a way to trick you and make you doing something when you ain't doing anything at all. A lot of people think they're developing, but they're just going in circles. You can't develop when you don't believe in yourself. What in the fuck are you developing? So what they do, what they do is they will sit around and tell you to, wait, what did he say? Sir, what? Hold on, Aaron. Aaron, can you indulge me 1 second, please, sir? Is that okay? Please, I appreciate. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Let me. Fuck. All right. You want a young man? He must be new here, so let me find him an example. All right, young man. You want an example? I'll give you 4 of them. Fuck, man. I just don't understand you, Mom. I just don't understand you guys. What do you care about examples when it doesn't matter? You're not that guy, but hold on, Aaron. He's asking for a fucking example. Fuck. Guys, I multitask, so excuse me. Let me go and give him an example one. And I'll show you different examples. Here's an example of being that guy. Example one. That is your first example. Let me know when you're done reading it so I can move and give you a brand new example, since you want to be an example of something that you were never going to be a part of because you just want an example of somebody else's life. Because you don't want to create this on your own. Let me move to the two. This is an example of what it's like to be him. This is an example of the space in which women are driven so fucking crazy that they will after book, after book, after book, after book, young man. And I want you to read this so you'll never have to ask me this fucking silly ass question because you want to live someone else's life. So I am giving you a prime example of what it looks like when you're him. Now, are you okay? There we go. Anyway, go ahead, Aaron. You got it, man.
Okay. So I'm seeing that the way that I'm going into it, that I'm seeing the relationships is
no, you don't see relationships because you're not in one with yourself. You don't see relationships because you don't have one with yourself. Okay. How can one even look at a relationship when you don't have one with yourself? The only relationship you have is tearing yourself down and not believing in yourself. So how can you even have a relationship with yourself when you don't even like yourself?
well, that wouldn't work.
Right, because
It
your
don't work like
belief,
that.
right, because your beliefs are all based on what you want to believe about yourself. What you believe about yourself. Do you see what I'm saying, Aaron? And if you do,
My beliefs are based on what I want to believe about myself.
no, what you are trained to believe by YouTubers, red pillers, pickup artists, mommy, daddy, and society, man.
Okay.
You don't want to change because you have based your whole world off of limitations. You seek so much, you find comfort in losing. You find comfort in limitations. You find comfort in putting yourself down. You find comfort in making excuses and building women up. That is your world, and that is your comfort. And that is why you guys will change every year, but you'll never be the same. Never be the same. You can't see the whole number. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. I'm sorry. Let me take this off. Now you should be able to see the whole number, sir. You see the whole number? Can you see the whole number now, sir? Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying.
I know you hear what I'm over your head because you're not understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the depth of the game. Failure doesn't start at the finish line. That's what you think, because everything you look at is the last domino. It's always the last domino. It's her saying no to you. It's her saying she has a boyfriend. It's her doing all this silly shit called rejection and all that mythical shit you bring up. No, it begins the moment you believe you can't make it. That's why you lose. It's not because you're not incapable of winning. It's because you are brought into a lie. You brought yourself into a lie because your world that you're in is not the world of relationships. It's the world of getting a fucking job. But y'all have got to wake up. You are not the stories that your mom and your dad handed down to you until you wake up and realize I've been living somebody else's life. I've been living the life of my grandparents and my ancestors, and I never got a chance to think for myself. You wrote yourselves out of the story before the story even took place. Because guess what? And no disrespect to your mom or your dad, but the stories and the information that you were giving was because you got to pay your bills. You got to learn how to add and subtract, and you got to learn how to read and write. That is all you're supposed to do in your reality. You can't use that shit with women. It's not going to help.
That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 what that you're talking about where I'm seeing my problem. I'm seeing problems, but they're not actually what I think they are, because the real things are they're rooted in like how I even came about.
Oh my God! Look at my real quick. I appreciate you saying this. This guy says project what you need, but in order. See what do you? Okay. The game teaches you to open the door. That's it. But when you don't understand that you have the power to open the door, you're going to think that I can't open the door because I don't have the power to walk over to the door. Because what if the door rejects me? What if the door doesn't like me? What if the door doesn't open when I turn the knob? What if I turn the knob and the door breaks? You guys are complicating something that's not complicated. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. The one thing I've always said to all you young men, me, since I've been doing this in the 1900s, is that I'm trying to reinvent you. The wheel is fine. Dating is fine. Women are fine. The problem is what you are when you are interacting with women is not fine when you are tearing down yourself or putting a woman above you. That's not fine. Does that make sense, Aaron?
Yeah. You're saying it's the looking back.
Yeah, I don't, gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with women, okay? But I keep telling you, and y'all have not been able to accept this. Women are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And we have got to stop thinking that we have this mythical power that supersedes her fucking father. If a woman is not going to listen to dad, then do you think she's going to listen to you? It's that simple. But because we are in this world that we tear ourselves down, we have got to stop placing expectations on women and accept that there is no fucking hypergamy because a woman can do whatever the fuck she wants. You're not in competition with another man. Why do you care if she talks to another man? What's wrong? Maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe I'm weird. I love when they talk to other men, but yet I'm the weird one. Why are y'all so threatened that, okay, guys, you remember that movie? I don't think it was Officer and the Gentleman, one Officer and Gentleman. What did Jack Nicholson say on The Truth to Tom Cruise? What did Tom say? I want the truth, right? You remember that? Y'all remember that? There was a movie. Hold on, there was a movie. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna find the clip. I can't play the clip, but I'm gonna let you hear. It's an old movie that ties in everything I'm saying, okay? Hold on a second. Let me see here. Let me find that shit. because it's Tom Cruise versus this great actor called Jack Nicholson. Okay, Jack Nicholson. Hold on. Oh shit. Here we go. Wait, hold on. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen. This is the most important part of what I'm saying. Few good men. Thank you. A few good men. Thank you, 405. Here we go. Listen what he said. I want you to listen.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
There you go. Right there. The fucking end. Gentlemen, you can't handle the truth because you guys have more of a Madonna whore complex than you can imagine. Part of you is fighting two realities because part of you want a piece of pussy the first night and you wanted to fuck and suck and ride and do all this nasty shit. But then there's this other part of you that you want this Stefford Wright. You want this woman with a bow on her head that has a fucking barefoot and pregnant, cooking you meals and being gracious to you. What do you want? Make your choice. You said this, but you judge that. You say you want a woman to sleep with the first night you meet her, but privately all day you judge women that open their legs to men the first night. But then you turn around and say, well, I want a good woman that is a good woman that doesn't fuck a lot of guys, but yet you wanted to fuck you the first night. Make it make sense, gentlemen. Make it make sense. And you guys don't even know why the fuck you're doing that. You want to know why? Because unfortunately, guys, it's all respect. You want everything on your fucking terms. You want to be able to say, well, you know what? You should be able to fuck me and be loyal to me and me only. And you shouldn't be loyal to anybody else. But you want to say, well, you know what? You should have your legs closed. You should have a chastity belt on. You should be in an ivory tower knitting and waiting for me to come along so you can unlock that thing and give me some pussy. Y'all are doing the same thing, man. Y'all don't know what you're doing. You part of you want a whore, but then you're mad because they're whores. But you want a good woman, but you want the good woman to be a whore. You say, okay, all right, you meet a good woman, but you don't want a good woman. You want her to fuck you. But then you're going to think she's a whore because she's fucking you the first night. Make your minds up. You can't. Because you're trying to, you're bringing in two realities and trying to fit them as one. It doesn't work that way. You cannot tear down women by saying they're modern, they're fucking, they have a high lay count, but then you get mad because they ain't fucking you, and then you want to sit there and say, well, you're fucked up and you're a whore.
Okay, hold on. I think, hold on. Okay, so there's two realities. There's chasing pussy.
Yes.
And then there's not chasing pussy. There's chasing yourself and
right.
And
but no,
learning yourself.
No. There's chasing pussy, and then there's a lie. I want a good woman. There's chasing pussy, and I want a good woman. All right, it starts with that, okay? So they're saying that they want to combine both those realities.
No, it's not gonna work.
They want a good woman that's a whore. It doesn't make sense. You gotta pick. You can't ask a good. What's crazy to me is that you see whores that don't want to fuck you, and you get mad at them because they don't want to fuck you. But then you see good women that you try to turn into whore. I'm not saying I want to fuck you. You gotta. You gotta
okay, but I feel.
I'm listening.
I feel like this connects to something I'm thinking, which is, okay. If reality of chasing pussy can't handle the truth.
No, wait. But what is the truth? What is the truth?
The truth is that it was built on lies. The truth
No,
is
the
that you don't.
truth is
Well,
she can suck and fuck who she wants, when she wants, why she wants, where she wants, how she wants, and it's none of your fucking business. It's none of your business. What she does with her body, who the fuck are you? Are you a gynecologist? Who are you to determine who she's allowed to be with? And wait. But who are you to judge who she's with? You know, listen, gentlemen, there are whores, there are sluts, there are good women. There's a little bit of everything. All right, there's a little bit of everything. But I always tell all you guys, I'll just say about hey, all of us don't want to have this come to Jesus, Yahweh, Buddha, God, elephants, flowers, or dolphins, that all our mothers were whorish and slutty at one fucking time in their lives. And that's the same mother that cut your pancakes and the same woman that took you in and gave you milk. They're all dirty in that. Everything you see in porn, women do this shit at some point if they choose to do it with somebody. But you can't ask a woman to be with you when you don't even know who you are. No. A709. No, some of us are made from a fuck. Like if your daddy ain't around, you never mentioned. Sometimes daddy hit that ass. You're like, no, I ain't want no kids. I'm out. So Papa sometimes a Rolling Stone. But what I'm just saying for a lot of you guys out here, no disrespect to your mothers, I'm saying to you young men out here, listen, I understand. You'll never know. Guys, you guys will know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll pop before you find out how many dicks that she had. But what is amazing that I'm the only one on the YouTube world, the only one on YouTube. The only one on YouTube that tells you guys you got it wrong. It's not the dicks. You have got to ask her. If you guys want to know, ask her what her finger and her dildo count is. Oh my God, it might break her brain trying to figure that one out. It might try to break her brain. You were so worried about dicks. Do you know how many dildos she has gone through? You know how many butt plugs, dildos, fingers? Oh my God, way more than any group of man that you can imagine. But yet, y'all are worried about other men. But you don't understand that same deal. There are dildos that are hitting that ass damn near every day with a finger. It's a finger or a dildo. And that number, gentlemen, is way higher than any dick that she's had or the dicks that she's had. That's the truth. You'll break her brain asking her that question. She'll be like, I don't know. Oh my God. Oh. she doesn't know that, but that's the highest thing that y'all can ask. But I'm just saying that I am not saying that you've got to be cautious of what you're messing with, but I am telling you guys, you'll never know. You'll never know. And I'll tell you why. Because the moment a woman tells you that truth, it's going to fuck you up. Guys, there are things you just don't ask. You don't need to know because you cannot handle it. You can't. You cannot handle it. And I'm not saying these women are out here fucking every guy. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you.
But from that reality of having to ask.
No, but that. Not tonight. And he just get pulled from the drawer. Man, that dildo is getting abused like a motherfucker, guys. It ain't that dick. Man, Hey guys, when you shake her hand or you touch her hand, it should be, hey, that middle finger or that index, it's either index or finger or that middle. It should be more shriveled up like a raisin, man. That motherfucker been to work. That motherfucker has been to work. Her finger and her dildo. But I'm telling you guys, you can't listen, guys. It's crazy to me that you don't care about a woman's leg count when you're looking at that ass, Aaron. When you're looking at those titties, you don't think about leg counts. You don't think about kids. You think about nothing. When you guys are at the gym macking and looking at all that ass. Hey, looking out, you're in that Serengeti lifting weights and looking at all that. Yeah, man, I like to lick her butthole. I like to give her my cock. Oh my God, I like to fuck. Man, you know what? I'll probably eat it even if she's sweaty right now. Man, what would it taste like if it's sweat? Ooh, man. Nah, y'all some nasty motherfuckers. So y'all know what I'm talking about. So you motherfuckers know what I'm talking to. You don't think about kids and other dicks. You just think about getting your dick wet. The only time you have a problem with that is when she says no to you. Okay, yeah, Jillian, I didn't even know. Jillian, see, I didn't even know. Jillian, I'm just saying, hey, I didn't need to know that information. I didn't even know that information, but God damn it. Praise you women out here. God damn it. But anyway, do you see what I'm saying, Aaron? What I'm saying is that I'm not saying never will I tell you to be in a relationship. Never will I tell you stop. If you think about what I'm telling you, stop being in relationships with women. Catch the fucking ball. God damn it. Okay, fuck. What I'm saying to y'all guys out here, don't be in relationships. Stop dating women and start to have a relationship with yourself. That's what I'm saying, Aaron. That's the reality that guys don't understand. They're looking at dating as this thing that you got to kiss a woman's ass, and you don't have to do that. But watch this, Aaron. The reason why I tell you guys to stop dating women is because you really don't want to date them. You really want to fuck them, but you're using dating as an excuse. That is disingenuous. Because you guys think that if I feed her, she's got to fuck me. The fuck are we talking about, man? It doesn't work that way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but based on what you're saying, if because they don't know how to, like, we don't know how to be in a relationship, would that make it so we don't know how to be in a relationship with ourselves?
Well, you can't. Well, that's why a woman doesn't. Okay, you guys want women to submit to you, right? That's what the majority of y'all guys will look on YouTube and shit. Look at all these red pills and manospheres and all that goofy shit. But you guys want a woman to submit to you, right? You want her to submit. You want her to cook. You want her to clean, and you want her to give you pussy at your whim. Yes, I mean, it's the majority of you guys out there. My God, I wish we could package your thoughts and put that into a drink or a drug, because we will be zillionaires right now. Because who the fuck are you to place an expectation on a woman when you don't have any expectation of yourself? Okay, I get it. This is why I ask all you guys out there. You want pussy, but why should she fuck you? And y'all are like, because I want pussy. But why should she fuck you? Gentlemen, it is just simple math. Not even mathematics, it's a lot. Think about it. Let's call it marketing or economics 101. Benefit. She wears the dress. It benefits her because it makes her feel sexy. It makes her pop her curve, her ass, or her titties. It makes her feel something. She wears those shoes because it makes her feel something. she fixes her hair up or her nails because it makes her feel something. Now, what are you going to do to make her feel something without having to poke a hole? Because the dress isn't poking a hole. The shoe isn't poking a hole. The mascara, the blush, and the purse are not poking a hole. But yet, she can't wait to put that thing on. So I ask you guys, you guys got to ask yourself, what is she going to get from me that she can't get from anybody else? And if you're honest with yourself, you should say she's not going to get anything because I have nothing to offer her. Because you guys have nothing to offer her except a wet spot on the bed. That's it. World, you just think, hey, just gonna get some pussy and that's it. And I'm gone. That's what I'm saying. That's why you guys have so many issues right now. Because you don't even know who you are because you are nothing but limitations. Does that make sense? And what is even worse, which is sad, why do y'all look for convenience? Easy pussy. Y'all will fuck anything that opens their legs. My God, I wish, man, my dick really appreciates me, man. My dick's like, Steve, thank you, man. We've been fucking a lot of women, but you know what? Man, thank you for not fucking a mud duck. Thank God we didn't fuck some bottom of the barrel one. Man, thank you, Steve.
Dude.
Because you can't, no, I'm dead serious. Convenience is poison. It's poison. Why are y'all so convenient to women? Why are y'all so convenient to women? It doesn't fucking make any sense. Y'all are so easy. You can't do that, man. But Aaron, you got any questions? I gotta continue, show. You got any other questions?
No, I'm gonna get with you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Aaron. I got you, dog. Thank you, Aaron. I got you, dog. All right, guys, Lonzo, I'm sorry for the wait, guys. Area code 931, sorry for the wait, sir. 931, what's your name? What's your question? How can I help you, sir? What's up? 9.
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's your name? What's your question? How can I help
Can
you,
you hear
sir? Yes, what's your name? What's your question? How can I help you?
Hold on.
All right, call back, sir. Call back. Guys, please fix your phone. Call back. I'll talk to you. Please fix your phone. Fix your fucking phone, please. Come on. Okay, gentlemen, please listen. Gentlemen, listen. I know y'all think I'm being mean to you when I say fix your phone and get off your speaker and all that other stuff. I'm just prepping you for why it is women get turned off by you, because you motherfuckers can't even have a conversation on the phone correctly. You sound like you're laying on your stomach waiting for your mother to cut your pancakes. Get up, speak up, and be on the phone, gentlemen, okay? 931, are you back now, sir?
Hello?
Are you off your speakerphone, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry about that.
What is your question, sir, and how can I help you?
Sorry about that. My name's Tobias.
Okay, sir, what is your question, sir, and how can I help you? Okay, goodbye. I gentlemen, this is very important. What you just heard is what women hear and feel about the majority of you guys. You just heard it right there. And I know y'all think I'm joking. I'm dead fucking serious. This is why we got to learn the game, gentlemen. And this is why we got to speak up as a man. You must let her feel your dominance. You've got to penetrate her in ways to set a standard. And how, okay, gentlemen, How you speak is the last phase of everything. It is thoughts. It is what you think about yourself. Is what you feel about yourself equals. Yeah, I send you. Hey, translated. Can I send you a dick pic now? Translated. How many people have you had sex with? This shit doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense, okay? No. This is not. No. Stop. No. We can't do that. Listen, please understand that. Listen. And I got you guys. And I do want to say something. Listen, big guy. I appreciate what you're saying, but all right, 43. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. This is not about mom. I've always told you guys, listen, I say to all you guys out here, because I'm never going to try to disrespect your mothers. What I'm saying to you guys is that regardless if you were raised by your mom, Kelsey, kiss the fucking ball. Excuse me. I'm saying regardless if you're raised by your mother or not, however your mother raised you has nothing to do with who you are today. Okay, there are a lot of young men raised by their mom, their grandmother, their aunt, or somebody. Okay, so that's not where the problem comes at. God damn it, motherfucking fuck, man. Fuck. Now you want to act hurt. It's the same motherfucker that's complaining on the sidelines. That's the fucking ball. I'm sorry, guys. Very passionate. Anyway, what I'm saying to all you guys out here, I do appreciate you young men, but I want you to stop looking at mom and dad, okay? I want you guys to train yourself to start to see the limitations that you place on yourself as illusions, okay? Your mind is the enemy. You are not. Listen, women are going to see who you are by what you think about yourself, okay? All right, you guys don't understand that. If you think small, they're going to treat you small. Gentlemen, please understand this. Fuck you, Kelsey. Sorry, I might have a little money on this. But anyway, don't bet. Anyway, greatness doesn't live in comfort, and greatness doesn't live in safety, okay? I need you to understand that. I don't want you to think as women to be the goal. She can be a byproduct of who you are. A woman can be a perk in the game. I've always told you that. A byproduct or a perk of you for the first time in her fucked up ass world is with a man that he is so aligned with who he is. She is out of alignment because your values are forcing her to be more than a piece of pussy. That's what I'm saying for you guys out here. Stop trying to be the guy with the nice clothes and just buy clothes that are nice. Stop trying to be the guy that is swagged with the watch and the dress and the stuff. Buy nice things, gentlemen, or buy things that you can afford. Gentlemen, listen, I want you guys to make sure that you save your money, not waste your money, okay? That's what I want you guys to do, okay? And for many of you guys out here, and y'all don't understand this, and I got you. Y'all are great men. But what I'm saying is that I cannot ask this of you, but it is very important. You have to ask yourself, When am I going to let go of the version of myself that has imprisoned me all these years? The version of myself that not only imprisoned me, the one begging for attention, the one fearing rejection. 253, what's your name? What's your question? How can I help you, sir?
Oh, my name is Alexander, and our question is, when you like hesitate to put the bid in, that carries into the interaction.
No, it doesn't carry into the interaction. Not at all. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I keep trying to tell you, young men, you going up to her, talking to her has nothing to do with the game, number one. But number two, you don't understand what women see when you walk up to them. They see a weak, soft sucker with no personality. You're like a piece of fucking baloney. You're not aware. See, gentlemen, y'all, I don't understand. Y'all don't understand women enough to understand that they know you already. And when you open your mouth, young man, you're just reinforcing what they knew all along. You can't delegate this pussy. You can't communicate to this pussy. You can't cultivate wisdom to this pussy. You can't affect change to this pussy. You can't show self-awareness to this pussy because you act too much like a pussy. Does it make any sense, young man? You too worried about what she's thinking. Why the fuck do you care what she's thinking?
I'm not sure.
No, you're not sure because you're not sure of yourself. Get the fuck out of the time zone in which you hate yourself and get out of the fucking, get up and get out of the way, man. Stop being so fucking passive. You can't sit around talking this and think a woman's gonna like, how you doing? I don't know what the hell. And I ain't talking women. And how you doing? What the fuck do you think she's gonna think about you? What do you think she's gonna think about you?
That I'm a loser.
But you're not a loser, so why do you act like one? How you doing? How you doing? I ain't talking women. And I don't really care. And the woman doesn't tell me. The fuck are we doing? You should be that dominant motherfucker saying, you know what? Where am I gonna take her at? Leg spread your ass cheeks. Oh, I can't take it, leg spread your ass cheeks. It's too fucking cold. I'm gonna have her. Where am I gonna accompany me at? On the corner of her face in a pillow, and her ass up in the goddamn air, and we're gonna have some coffee, some warm tea, some ice cream, or am I gonna take it to the corner of what? My dick on your forehead and my balls in your mouth, and I'm gonna give her some coffee. You gotta talk that shit. You can't go up to her. It ain't gonna work.
All right. What's the timestamp for this?
Timestamp is 23rd, 2 hours 33. Let your nuts drop. Motherfucker,
right.
You got to call in because I'm going to kick you. Not you, young man. Listen, you've got a minute to call in. I'm going to ban you. Not you, young man. All right, Aaron, you got a minute to call in because if you don't, I'm kicking you out. Because you are spitting in my students' face and you're going to make me have to apologize to them. You better call in the next 30 minutes. You better get the fuck out of this room. You are not allowed to be in this room. You better call in now. Because I got to apologize to them after I kick your bitch ass out. Not you, young man. You can go ahead and go. I appreciate you. Go ahead and hang up.
Thanks.
You better call in right now, 4266, because you're gone after this. How fucking disrespectful. Get the fuck out of this room. Get out. Don't come back. Gentlemen, I apologize. Gentlemen, listen. I am sorry for allowing that effeminate bitch in this room. And I apologize to all you young men out here. Gentlemen, he knows damn well I tell him all the time, stop talking to women at the job, and he's spitting in our faces and he's holding us back, and he's got to get the fuck out of the room. But anyway, let's continue, guys. I do appreciate you guys, gentlemen. That's why we're spitting this game, gentlemen. We're going to do it for another hour and a half. And gentlemen, after I get done, don't forget, we got an early show. We're going to go live at 10:30 East tomorrow, just for a few hours, okay? I was thinking about doing a video, but you know what? I got to keep pushing this game to y'all, man. Sometimes videos are cool, but man, spitting this game is deeper. So let's continue, guys. What I'm saying, you guys, what I'm saying is, look, we've got to stop falling into things versus being a part of the thing and let a woman, okay, gentlemen, when you have the game, one thought, one mind, one way, and you meet a woman, she should feel that if I don't get my shit together, I'm going to miss out. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to miss out. Convenience is cheap. And that is your mindset. Because convenience, guys, and comfort is why you guys fail. Because in the reality that you're in is based off of convenience. And comfort doesn't demand anything from you. And that's why you're so frustrated. And this is why it's so hard to grow. Because you've never challenged yourself to be great. And I'm not asking you, gentlemen, to challenge yourself. That's not my right. I am not allowed to say, be great. I just hope by what I'm saying, you guys out here, that you can be great men. You see what I'm saying? Okay? For all you guys out here. This is why I want you guys to win. Because I wait a second. Let me first let me go and get rid of him. But sir, listen, sir, listen. Before everyone, can y'all say hi to him? I thank you. I thank you. Gentlemen, I thank this young man because I'm about to do him a favor. You don't belong here. You need to go back to the red pill. Stop wasting your time. This is not for you. So I will let you go, okay? This is not for you. And I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Gentlemen, as I say for you guys out here, you don't have to be here. But to be here and for you to get mad at somebody that's trying to help you grow and evolve is crazy to me. But let's continue, gentlemen. As we say, gentlemen, it's just how people are. It's how people think. And we just got to be, I don't know if that's a chick or not. It sounded like a dude that was a chick. But for our guys out here, what I'm saying for you guys out here is that you don't have to grow to get it. You don't have to stretch to hold on to it. You don't have to become bigger or stronger and things like that. You don't step into power. What you guys are doing is you're trying to connect yourselves to something that you should not connect yourselves to. And unfortunately, you're connecting yourselves to women. You're trying to fill up space. Gentlemen, you're, again, not in a religious sense as your spirit, not in a religious sense, okay? I'm talking about the influence and that spirit and that drive that you don't have anymore because you are just sitting on your lazy fucking ass. You say no so easily that it's just second nature to you guys. And you say no because you fear that what you want is so difficult that you are just not capable of doing it. And most of y'all guys move this way. And it doesn't make you guys bad, but what I'm saying is that I want you guys to stop accepting, and I want you guys to start choosing yourself. When you think about comfort, gentlemen, unfortunately, your comfort is going to destroy your desire because comfort has no challenge. And women do not fall in love or lust with anything that is easy and on a clearance rack. They fall for, want to be with, and want to fuck on the things that they cannot have, the things that they cannot predict. But you are too easy and you're too predictable. You worship women more than you even worship yourself, which is crazy to me. But that is cool. That doesn't make you a bad person. That just makes you a person who just doesn't understand that it is just right now that you are blind in the battle. And most of y'all guys have moved you from a battle outside of yourself because you think it's a battle of the sexes. And you guys, y'all know in the 70s, they used to have a show called The Battle of the Sexes where TV show guys would go against women. I'm old, but I'm just saying, this is not about the battle of the sexes. Okay? You will never lose with a woman, but you are always going to lose when you collapse inward without knowing about it. Giving away your power, betraying yourself. You were supposed, gentlemen, you were supposed to honor yourself, cherish yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, and never betray. How can you betray the only you? But yet, unfortunately, you guys out here, you are betraying yourselves left and right. And that is why your presence and who you are is everything. Because it's the thing that is going to regulate the lie. Gentlemen, I know you believe in fear, anxiety, shy, and passive and rejection. But I am telling you, those things are not real. And I know they feel real because you made them seem like they are real. And right now, you're no longer powerful. You are a slave to their outcomes. And the moment that you become an outcome, you become dependent. And the moment you become dependent, you are going to get disrespected, not by the woman, but by yourself. Because what you're saying, and you don't understand it, you're telling the woman without telling her to disrespect me. Your beliefs and everything. Gentlemen, listen, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about everything outside of religion. Because there is nothing wrong with what your parents taught you. Whether you believe it or you're not, that's not what this is about. What I'm saying is everything that you believe or what you think you have believed is a program. It is a lie. It is a training mechanism. School was supposed to train you. Your parents are supposed to train you, and that's a good thing. But in that, you have trained yourself to be small, stay small, be safe, sit down, shut up, and don't speak up for yourself because you still think that you're in elementary school, junior high school or high school. That you think if you speak up, you're going to be in detention still for some odd reason. And all those quiet thoughts that you have, gentlemen, are playing in the background of your mind. And this is why a lot of you guys say, I'm not built for this. I'm always going to struggle. No one likes me make it, but y'all feel a lie, but you think the lie is the truth because you have been living the lie so much and out of alignment. You think the out of alignment is actually in alignment, gentlemen. And no one's ever told you it can be rewritten, but you are not the guy to write it. You can't write it right now because who is the guy that's holding the pen? You can't write from a place when you're not authentic. You can't write when you're not decisive and dominant. Okay? Think about you are a great sculptor, and what is standing on you is this block of clay with your name written across it, okay? And that thing is saying, my mind, my reality. And that thing is full of potential. But that thing is going to be based off of what you're going to chisel is your current beliefs, your rough edges, and everything. And you're going to chisel that thing down, and that's the person that you are going to see that women are actually going to run into every day. But what I'm saying is what happened if we grabbed a new piece of clay and we don't chisel it for or around women, but we chisel it because we want to learn who we are? That's where everything is going to change. See, your world is very toxic right now. And toxic people follow and listen to toxic things because that makes you feel whole when you're toxic. Your mind is toxic. You're not. And I'll say it again, guys. I'm not here to tear you down. I want you guys to actually, when you believe, and this is not a fairy tale or a fortune cookie, you've got to dominate the version of yourself. Every day that you get out of the bed, you are in control. Every day you grab your toothbrush, you're in control. When you put on your watch or you grab your phone to check it, you're in control. You are in control. But most of you guys just don't escape doubt. And doubt hurts many of you guys. And I get it, man. I get it, gentlemen. I say it again. It is not your fault. We have to take a moment to decide our outcome, not for pussy, but the outcome of meeting the new me. What do I want to be for me and nobody else? That's how you get women to give you the pussy for free. What is your statement? I guess they will call that a mission statement. What is your vision statement? What is your legacy statement? Who are you to you before that? But gentlemen, and this is where it's going to really suck. This is the $1 million question that you've got to ask yourself. Because there's no middle ground. You either going to buck the fuck up and be king, or you're going to play king. And if you play king, you're never going to be respected. Being king means bad things, gentlemen. That means that your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, your sister, and anybody cannot tell you what the fuck you can do. No longer are they allowed to tell you what to do unless you ask. They are no longer to show up when they want to without calling first. They are no longer to come in. If your house is all nice and your sister or your mom smokes, she can't do it in there or she can't come over. Gentlemen, as I'm telling you, this has got to be an all or nothing. You cannot have wiggle room in this thing. All or nothing. Because you are going to, for the first time, not only shape yourself, but what you are going to do is that you new reality and a new experience on how everybody is going to experience you. No longer can they talk down to you. No longer are you going to be around weakness and softness, and you're going to cut a lot of people off. All your fucking childhood friends can be childhood associates because they're stunning your growth right now. Because you are the subtotal of them motherfuckers, and they ain't not going to do anything with their life because you're not going to do anything with yours. So you got to cut all this out. Okay? All right? What I am saying to all you guys out here, you've got to know you before you even know the audience in which you're going to present yourself to. And guys, what I'm saying is this. You're not thinking, listen, stop thinking about winning, but stop feeling like a loser. Stop thinking about winning and stop feeling like a loser and focus on connecting, and then everything will fall in its proper place. You're not obsessed with you enough to create your scribe, your marketing team, your blacksmith, your guide, your studio, all these things you have got. Gentlemen, nobody on the internet or YouTube is going to tell you to create your cult. They're not going to do that because they don't understand where we're coming from. It has to be your world, your way, your tone, your empire, you and you alone and nobody else. Because she has to feel safe to be able to feel you on a primal level. And it's not that you're, guys, I know you're not weirdos. Man, look at this fucked up ass commercial. You know what I'm watching right now, guys? Fucking Amazon. Guys, I want you to look up Amazon Christmas commercial. Look up Amazon Christmas commercial. The motherfucker's sitting right next to his girlfriend. And they're handing the dad a Christmas present, and that bitch ass is like this. Oh my God, is he gonna like the present? And his do you see why his girlfriend's gonna fuck somebody on the side? Gentlemen, I am not trying to cause a ripple in anything. Fuck her father. Gentlemen, let me tell you something. You guys type that shit up. Look up Amazon gift present to dad. Look it up. Look how they trying to indoctrinate you motherfuckers. The young man is sitting who is next to her father. You see the problem in that? The problem is the man should be sitting next to the father where the daughter is sitting on the other side of him. But he has the daughter between him and the father as a buffer. And then he's handing a gift over to the father, and he's scared of trying to please her father. You ain't fucking her dad. Fuck her father. Fuck him. Guys, I'm not being mean. That shit pisses me off. I hate how they do y'all guys, man. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. You guys out here don't ever try to please her father. Fuck him. Fuck him. That motherfucker is Rudy Poo ass. And the father looking at him like this. And the daughter's looking like this. And everybody's waiting for their dad. Man, fuck him. Fuck him. You should toss that present to him. Look, let me tell you something. If you don't like it, so fucking what? I'm still fucking your daughter. And if you don't like it, so what? Your daughter's still sucking my dick. What does it matter? You ain't got no influence on her. Guys, I'm not being a mean person. I'm being dead ass serious. Y'all guys are so busy trying to please every fucking body. You're trying to please daddy or her mom or the goddamn woman. Because some of you motherfuckers in a few weeks from now, she's going to tell you, okay, you're about to meet my father or my parents, so you got to act right. Man, fuck you. I don't even want to meet your parents. Y'all see, guys, I'm telling you, y'all gotta look it up. All you young men, can someone put the link? Wait, I'm gonna find the link. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna put the link out there because y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. This is disgusting. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. I care about you. Because guys, don't ever do this shit. And this is how they indoctrinate you guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. Amazon Christmas commercial. Guys, I'm gonna send this to you right now. I am telling all you guys out here, if you guys are like this, then you have lost before you even met. Look at it, guys. I'm gonna send it to you right now in the chat. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, I got you covered. Here's the link right here, guys. Here's the link, guys. Take a moment, look at that when you can. Look at that, copy that, click on that shit. Why is he he's supposed to be right next to the father saying, yeah, I'm fucking your dog. Or I'm gonna send you, you're gonna have to accept it, even if I buy you socks. Look how all right, guys, I get it. I get it that a lot of y'all guys get mad at women for leaving you. But do you want to know why that woman is going to leave that motherfucker? Because that guy's stroke game is probably like, it's just so wet. I'm about to orgasm in your vagina. Right, the daughter should be on the other side of him. He should be next to the father, looking dead at his father's eyes and saying, whatever I fucking give you, you're going to accept it. And guess what? Hey, look, for all you guys that are in the other thing, hey, look, you can go get him a $5 gift card for McDonald's, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give you what I want to give you. I don't give it what you think. Fuck, you gotta look at his face and look at the embarrassment of the girlfriend. Look at what she's saying. I cannot, gentlemen, listen, this is gonna sound really mean. You know what she's saying? I'll fuck him, but please don't get pregnant by this motherfucker. Because if I get pregnant by that motherfucker, my child will be bullied every fucking day. He's going to get picked on and pushed around. Oh my God, please, please, for all that I pray for, please do not let this motherfucker get me pregnant because I cannot handle having a child raised by a sucker. So when I'm saying to you guys, I'm not saying disrespect her parents. I'm saying, don't ever let a woman scare you and saying, oh my God, we got to meet our parents. And oh my God, make sure no, let me tell you something. I'm not going to listen. And guys, I've met a lot. Guys, let me tell you how it go, guys. I mean, I can tell you this. Guys, this is in high school, so I can tell you the high school. Let me tell you how it go, guys. All right, watch this. Hey, you know what? I want you to come over. All right. I'm on my way. All right, you going to meet my parents? All right, I'm on my way. Go over there. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm Steve. Nice to meet you, sir. Okay. And we sit down. And that motherfucker, and like all parents do, guys, especially in high school, everybody in high school know how this is going to turn out. We sitting right next to each other on the couch watching TV while dad comes in and out and checks on his daughter or checking on where it's supposed to be. And eventually around 11:30, when he goes like this, oh, well, hey, I'm going to go to bed. Hey, y'all don't stay up too late. Okay, Daddy. I love you. It was nice meeting you, sir. Doom, 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 doom. And then you got to tell, no, wait a second. Hold on. Not yet. Guys, you ever see those medieval movies where they're like, hold, and everybody's charging everything? Gentlemen, it is at that point when she know mom and dad are asleep. Because, see, I'm from the DMV. So, guys, the DMV, they have basements. Now, the problem is, gentlemen, is now they got this thing called the ringer. See, they didn't have that shit back in the day when we were back in our day. So y'all are kind of fucked because now everything's on camera. Y'all can't get away with the shit that's why I keep trying to tell y'all can't get away with the shit they do. Because let me tell you, dog, because hey, she was in college, I was still in high school. And dog, when mom and dad were quiet, oh man, look, just get a nice little blanket, lay it on top of you and let us begin sucking your dick. And you're just sitting there like this. And then you fuck this shit out of it. It's like, and you got to put your hand up. It's like, you know, if you got some dick, you got to be like, man, all the nasty shit. So, gentlemen, please understand. Meeting the parents doesn't have to be what you think it is because they are so bad. Oh, they're so bad. God bless you women for the way y'all act. But what I'm saying for all you guys out here, this is why I don't want any of you guys out there. Well, yeah, Jillian, as I say, see, back in our day, it was 3 levels. You had the middle ground, like where you drive where you have the garage and the kitchen. The upper level is where, see, in Texas and Houston, okay, guys, they somebody figured it out. See, down south, where I can just say around Texas, they make the master bedroom downstairs. I don't know if they do it nowadays, but back in everything was upstairs. Everything was upstairs until somebody figured it out. Some guy's daughter gave up the pussy and he got caught. And some guy said, hey, hold on one second. Let me go ahead and make the master bedroom downstairs so y'all can protect your daughter's pussy. So somebody figured that shit out. So I don't know if they do that up north now, like especially with new homes, but all older model homes, everything's upstairs, gentlemen. But when you're up north, because from the Maryland, I'm from Maryland, you know, at DC, they have basements. So it's 3 levels. So it's the middle ground upstairs, and then there's a basement. But you guys, let me tell y'all something. Y'all can't do that anymore because now technology has caught up to you guys. See, before it was like this. Click. That's opening up the sliding glass door, right? But today it's like this. Click. Bottom door is open in the basement. Some motherfucker's about to fuck your daughter. I'm saying it's like that, man. So, gentlemen, you can't do that. But there's a way around it. There's a way around it. So the only way to get around it is by facing it face forward. Because if the daughter is smart early on, what they'll do, I'll show you how to game it out. Now, gentlemen, I'm talking about adults now. I'm not talking about children, adults. But if you got a chick in college, you know her parents are around, and she wants to get some midnight dick, and she knows she can't get out, you know what she'll do? She'll go, hey, it'll happen. Like the parents are gone, she'll open that motherfucking window, and it'll be like, window is open, and that's it. Just leave a little crack. Because, hey, then guess what? You take some towels, you place it in that crack of the window because it's a little cold. You want to keep the cold out and everything. But then when it's time to get that dick, oh, daddy, I'm tired. I think I'm going to turn it in for the night. And dad's like, okay, good night, baby. Oh, good night, daddy. Oh. And you can just come right on up, fuck the shit out of her. And then when she closes it, it won't even make a noise. It only makes a noise when it opens up. So, gentlemen, don't worry about it. You can use technology. But I'm not trying to get y'all to smash any college chicks and things like that. I'm just showing you how it works when you're at a game. Because, gentlemen, I'm trying to show you a different perspective in looking at everything for all you young men out here. Now, guys, we'll do about 30 more minutes. You got a question. We'll do about 30 more minutes. But But I'm saying for all you guys out here to let you guys know, and this is why everything is very important that I'm saying to you guys out here. What I am saying is you don't conquer anything by convenience and comfort. We have to conquer ourselves through intention. And it's not just saying I love myself. It's not affirmations. It's not motivation. There has to be an intent in everything that you are doing, gentlemen, when it comes to yourself. You have to choose properly now. You are royalty. So now it's time to choose who is worthy to be around you. And this is where you got to start making the cuts. If you have a friend that is scary, you got to let them go. You got to let them go. You got to cut off and cut out all the people that are holding you back because they do not serve you. If it doesn't serve you, it should not be around you. You don't sit around and wait to see who likes you. You decide who is going to come in your doors. That's what I'm saying to all you young men out here. And then once you can start doing that, you're going to start to believe in yourself. And once you start believing in yourself, everything is going to change. Okay? Right now, the world and everything is a lie right now, and you're limiting who you are. You have to look at the new reality that you need to create, or not. I am being, gentlemen, I'm being honest with you. You have got to face them. You have got to face that child that had got hurt somewhere in the past. You've got to face that little motherfucker. You are not me anymore. You are the reason why I have fears, and you are the reason why I don't believe in myself. And it is okay now. Allow the child in you to pass the torch to you. Gentlemen, please understand, it's going to sound crazy. Listen to me. Accept what you are. Gentlemen, listen to me. You can't go back and change that motherfucker until we can find a flux capacitor or some shit. Well, maybe you can turn the dial around and go back in time. But we cannot go back in time. So we have to accept that that was a moment in time, but not who we are today. Y'all have to, right. No. It's not even hey, listen, check this out, Erica. It's not even a letter. Gentlemen, I don't want you to write that little motherfucker a letter. Gentlemen, listen to me. I want you to write a declaration of war. I don't want you to write him a letter. I want you to write a declaration of war. Fuck you, little bitch. Because he is no longer going to be a part of your life. Yeah, listen, remember Christmas, Halloween, remember toys, remember candy, remember ice cream, remember the bicycles and everything, but forget the time where that girl broke you, and forget that time where maybe you wanted to go to the prom, or maybe you wanted to go to the dance, or maybe you saw her at the roller rink, or maybe you saw her down the street and you wanted to go out with you and she said no and broke you. Fuck, get that. That's who you attack. I don't want you to ever feel less than to a woman. And I'm not saying be mean to a woman. I just want that woman to feel you. That's why our show tomorrow is going to be dope. We're going to do a 2-hour show tomorrow. But I want the woman to feel you. And I want her to feel your presence. And I want her to understand who you are. Again, I say it again, and I will always say, gentlemen, there is nothing wrong with you. I just don't want you to beat yourselves up, gentlemen. Please stop doing that. Please just listen. And I'm not being the druggy police. and I'm not being the liquor police, but please stop trying to fit into people that are not around anymore. You don't need to drink. You don't need to do drugs. You don't need to live a certain kind of life right now. What you need to do is start accepting who you are, loving who you are, honoring who you are, and stop putting wasteful poison in yourself. Gentlemen, if you want to drink, drink. I cannot ask you to drink, and I cannot ask you to stop doing drugs and trying to be cool with the hookah. Gentlemen, I get it. For all you young men out here, I get it. I know what it feels like to want to fit in with everybody. I know what it feels like to feel like I have to do something different or be something different to impress all my friends and all that shit. I'm not saying don't do that, but just do it responsibly, man. Come on, man. We've got a lot to work on. We have a lot to build on. We have a lot to grow on. And until you have enough love for yourself, I want you to become that drug that she has to sniff, smoke, and ingest, where she is going to feel your depth. She's going to feel your range and your passion, okay? I don't want you guys to get depressed anymore. I don't want you guys to feel that you're unworthy. I get it, gentlemen. The world has a way of ripping you apart. And I get it, gentlemen. I get what you're feeling. I get what you're going through. But that doesn't make you a bad person. You're not a bad person. And I will continue to keep pushing that agenda to you guys. There is nothing to you guys. Oh, wait, someone said hi to me. I'm just going to say hi back to her. But there's nothing wrong with you guys out here, okay? All you guys out here. There's nothing wrong with you. What is very, very important that I need you gentlemen to understand is your value and your worth. I can't force you to see something, but what I can force you to do is really start to learn the game. Gentlemen, 2026 could be your year. Because if you just, gentlemen, please listen. Nobody ever told you, look, this is the most important thing of what we talked about today. You've got to go back to the time where it happened. You've got to go back to what happened. And whatever happened, and whatever time it happened to you, it's not your fault. If she broke up with you and it changed you, if she said no to you and it changed you, that was a younger version of you. That's not who you are today. We've got to let that wound go. I need you to create new wounds. The wound of loving yourself. I want you to create, gentlemen, before we got to talk about the new wounds. 2026, I want you to cut yourself with your standards. Wound yourself with how you feel about yourself. Hold on one second. 803, sir. What's your name? What's your question? How can I help you?
Yeah, I just need to ask the guy a question. It's time to put in.
Okay, sir. What is your name, sir? And get off your speakerphone, please, so we can hear you. Because please get off your speakerphone. Please speak up and talk articulate so I can understand. Because people are listening right now. What is your name?
Oh, okay.
What is your name?
My name is Alfred.
Okay, what is your question, Alfred? How can I help you, sir?
Well, I met a friend.
Alfred, wait, Alfred. Okay, listen to me, Alfred. I'm gonna ask you one more time, please, sir. Can you please talk into the phone and speak up? That you're mumbling your words. You're not. You're mumbling, sir. Speak up.
Talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Alfred.
I'm trying to.
Okay, thank you, Alfred. What is your question and how can I help you, Alfred?
Yeah, I was interested in listening to you, talking to the young guy, and I'm an older guy. And I've been through some of the same thing that you was trying to explain to them. And it was very positive. Something you were saying that you don't have to run after them, that type thing.
Okay, what's your question, buddy? I appreciate that. What's your question, buddy?
Well, I felt like some of us didn't have fathers. That's one of my questions.
Okay, Alfred.
To me.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, Alfred. Okay, listen.
Mhm.
Okay, this is what people don't understand, and this is why we've got to be careful who we listen to. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay, Alfred. So let's look at the world in realities, okay, Alfred? Okay?
Mhm. Okay.
So if we look at the reality that all of us came through, Alfred, we all come from the same reality, okay? Just follow me on this, okay? So the reality that we all come from is a reality in which our parents, our mom, our dad, our grandma and grandfather, or both our parents, okay? And our teachers, pastors, and TV are indoctrinating us with only a way to get an education to be able to pay bills, read, and write. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the problem is, Alfred, it's not mom or dad, okay? Our mothers, again, this is not protecting mom or protecting dad. If it was your father raising you or your mother raising you, okay?
Right.
Mom and dad's job was to make sure that you got your ass to school, did your homework, study, passed the test, passed the grade, passed the school year so you can move forward. And in the meantime, some will teach you how to say yes, thank you, please, and no thank you. That is all their job. And then they are going to give you a religion. They're gonna indoctrinate you from which their parents did them. Does that make sense? Does that make sense so far?
It makes sense.
Okay.
It happen all the time.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all respect. No, check it out. We're gonna have to talk because it's a good question. So, with that being said, regardless if it's his mom or dad, okay, mom or dad, they're only going to do what they were taught to do from whoever raised them. Okay, so now you and I, Alfred, we come along. Just no disrespect. I'm just saying, Alfred. Let's say you had a single mother. Okay, no disrespect. I'm just giving you an example. Your mother did the best that she can, but the one thing she always did was love you. And through her love, she wanted to protect you and love you, and that's all she knows, okay? And that's all your dad knows. Your parents taught you to be comfortable. Do you see what I'm saying? And all of our, now listen, not just all of our parents, from the moment of stranger danger to if a guy asked, I lost my kitty cat, can you come in my van? To being careful, don't accept, to a point where we went trick-or-treating and they had to check our candy just to make sure there was nothing dangerous or whatever. Everything was built on comfort. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't built, the reality that we were in was not built on relationships. It was built on getting a job and being a member of society in a way where you don't rob anybody, hurt anybody, and just pay your bills. That's all their job was, okay? Now, with that being said, one thing they didn't teach us is that even though mom and dad were teaching us how to be safe, because that's all they know, teach us to be safe. Safe, we had to be quiet. We had to raise our hand. We couldn't be disruptive. We couldn't speak up for ourselves. We all went through it. Does that make sense, Alfred?
You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
right.
You're right.
So we all went through it. That was part of the indoctrination that fucked us up, but it wasn't a bad thing. Because let's seriously.
Right.
Because that made us feel comfortable in the reality that we're in, right? And that made us passive. That made us safe. That made us secure. And then, which then came in the marketer and advertiser, Hallmark, jewelry, bracelets, flowers, and all that other shit that mom and dad never ever said it's wrong. Now, a few parents might, but mom and dad would never say that. Because even today, Alfred, if your mom is alive, God willing, You can say, Mom, I met a girl because you're always going to be her baby. What should I do? And I promise your mother's going to say the same thing my mother. Hey, you know what? Take her to dinner and fucking take your jacket off, put it over a fucking puddle or some bullshit and give her a gift. Even your mother is going to tell you the wrong information. You see what I'm saying? Not because, right, Al, you feeling me? Not because she's the enemy. Right, because what her job was, and Dad's job, and the reality was to put you in comfort so you can study, read, write, and do math. Because that's the only way they can let you know, they'll know that you can pay your bills. That is all this. Okay, so that's reality. Okay, so Alfred, that's reality number one. Okay, big dog. Now, the problem is that these young men were never told that they're allowed to think for themselves. They were never told. They were never told. Listen, okay, this is what okay, Alfred, I've been teaching this for decades now. I've been in the game since I was 9. So I've been in this game. I've been in this game for long. So I was always taught at 9 years old as a student of the game that, listen, we followed 3 rules, okay? And I always teach these young men these rules today. The first rule is the law of the land. Don't kill anybody because they'll get you in the first 48 because they'll ping your phones, motherfuckers, because y'all don't even have burners. But I mean, you know, I'm just being honest. I'm just saying, just be careful. Okay, that's law number 1. Law number 2 is the job. Do your fucking job. Whatever you're hired to do your job and go home.
There you go.
Okay, law 3 is the law of the road. Now, don't drive past the speed limit. Now, if you have melanin skin like me, you know what I mean? You've got to be extra cautious because you might get profiled. Now, for all my dogs out there that got the game, join the 100club.org and you'll never get a ticket again, gentlemen. You'll never be profiled again. And what that is, Alfred, is it's a loophole in the system where you'll get a sticker that you put on your back of your car that is going to show that police officer if he saw you. Alfred, I think you have melanin skin like me. Am I correct?
Right.
Okay. So if a police officer's driving and he's, one of those, maybe a redneck racist motherfucker, he may look at you, Alfred, and say, well, he might be a gangbanger or a rapper or, you know what I'm saying, profile, right? But, and I'm sorry, I can't make the rules up, but if you have that sticker, he's going to leave you alone. Because because the sticker is the loophole that is going to break the profile if you have melanin skin. I just say that for those that have melanin skin. Now, a lot of non-melanin people have that. You'll see it around. It's called the 100club.org. But you might not notice it, but you'll see cars. When you see it, you'll see cars with that sticker. You never saw. You might see a car with 100 on the back. You be like, the fuck is that? What that is saying is that if you pull me over, because I got a heavy foot. And every time I get pulled over, I always used to show it on Facebook. I got a warning. Look at the warning. Because you know what they'll do? They'll pull my ass over. And they'll say, can I get your license and registration? They say, look, man, I'm going to give you a warning. But look, man, please slow down. But I want to say thank you. They'll thank you. You'll be like, you're welcome. And you want to know why they're saying thank you? Because they're saying thank you because the 100 Club is you're donating to falling firefighters and falling police officers. And because you're donating to those two, they're going to give you a marker that's going to show those racist cops or nice cops, you know, there's good and bad, that you're what they call okay. And I'm sorry, I can't make it. Listen, I cannot force people to stop profiling. You see what I'm saying? But I can give you some game to say that I can eliminate you from being profiled because when they see that you donate to the sheriff's organizations or the firefighters or the police officers, they might look at you and say, oh, look at him. He's probably got drugs in his car. Let me oh my God. Oh, never mind. He'll just drive on because he'll see that sticker. And that sticker's going to say that, you know what? Just because you got a low rider, you got rims on your car, you got heavy bass, and you lean it back doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you don't have, but I'm just showing you a breakdown. You don't have to do that. But getting back to what I was saying. So those are the 3 rules that one must abide by. But nobody's ever told these young men that they can create everything else. You see what I'm saying? This doesn't have to do with mom or dad. This is about them thinking for themselves. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Right. So that means at the end of the day, okay, is that, remember, you know what I'm talking about with slavery time. You know, the free thinker was always the most dangerous motherfucker because he didn't want to stay on the plantation. The problem is with these young men, regardless if they're green, blue, or orange, they're on a mental plantation because they have been indoctrinated not by mom and dad, but by society telling them that they're less than a woman. They've got to fucking take off their balls and their spine to a woman. They've got to feed her. They've got to give her flowers. They got to buy her dinner. And you know what? Every kiss begins with K. And if they're in trouble, they got to apologize and I got to give them cards, right? Now, please understand that. The reason that happens is because now in that world, remember that reality one we're talking about, right? That's a bubble called Economics and Marketing 101. So that means that commerce must, in that reality, money must be exchanged in order for the world to go round, right? So they have to find a sucker to get the money up. But they can't find any old sucker. They know only a blind man. How can I sell any product? By putting a piece of pussy in front of it. Because if I can place pussy in front of the, you remember, young man, I know you're old enough. You remember that Axe spray commercial? Remember that motherfucker in the middle of the street and he takes some Axe spray and he sprayed on his body and women coming out of the sewers and ripping his clothes off. It could be a car. It could be food. It could be clothes, watches, and rings. Because remember, young man, how old are you? How old are you, big guy? How old are you?
I'm 68.
Okay, so you already know. So you know about rap because you know back in the 80s when we was breakdance, I used to have a Michael Jackson glitter glove. Don't judge me on that shit.
Oh, I had the jacket. I had the jacket.
Right, well, you had the jacket, but I had the glitter glove and I was doing the crab walk and I was popping the locking. But what I'm saying is there was a time where you and I would watch what is called the boob tube and we would see rappers and we would see they had cars, women, and mansions. Come to find out that is all rented shit. Those women were hired to dance. Those cars are not his. That jewelry isn't his. And that house is not fucking his. Motherfuckers living paycheck to paycheck. But we woke up from that. But these young men are still living in a world where women are God. Women are everything. And that means I'm going to diminish who I am to bring her up. But see, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with women. What is wrong is that we are too busy thinking about women while we leave ourselves. We pull our spines like the predator and rip our balls off. And we act less than we need to act because no one ever told us. Okay, so you old school, so you know the world isn't run by the president, it's run by the families. And the families are running the world, and there's certain things that they will allow. And what they will allow is they will allow people like myself and a few of those that are free thinkers to only unlock a few people because we can't fuck with the economy. Because if you fuck with the economy, you're gonna end up on a milk carton. You know what I mean? So we can't do that. You already know that. You already know the rules, but these kids don't know that shit. These young kids don't know how the world is working, but they think the world works off of commerce or pussy because the world is always going to sell. If you wear this, it's sex. If you have that, it's sex. You can get her in bed by doing all this bullshit, but what you're going to do is get mad, angry, and bitter. So you already.
And then she go.
What's up?
And then she go put you in jail.
Well, no, but here's the thing. A woman can't put a man in jail if he's not positioning himself to be put in jail. You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
I
Okay.
understand that.
You grew up, you remember Scared Straight in the 70s. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
They don't understand about, a lot of these young men don't understand. They think the world started when the internet started, but they never did their history to understand what the internet is doing today. They're just repeating the same cycle of Scared Straight. And they're saying, right, but their Scared Straight is not the criminals saying that if you do wrong, you'll end up in jail like me. They're saying women are going to do these mean, heinous things to you. Women are going to, you remember the news, dog? How did the news work? The news would always start off with the most fucked up thing in the world, right?
All the time.
All the time. The most scariest thing in the world. And then they'll cut to a commercial. And then they'll break it down a little bit. And then cut to a commercial. Then they'll break it down one more time, cut to a commercial. Then it's the weather. And then it's sports. And then it's the feel-good story, like a soap opera, and do the same thing the next day. And that's how these young men are indoctrinated by the online, because they believe in pills and plates. They believe in manospheres and red pills and all that silly shit. But you remember, young man, we grew up, they don't understand. We knew it that if you were at the skating rink or at a party and you didn't go over and talk to that chick, you ain't eating. If you ain't roller skating or going over to that chick, you ain't eating. That's it. There was no technology. That was what it is. But what these young men don't understand, okay? What these young men don't understand is that I'm saying that they could be a free thinker, but I can't force them to think freely until they meet the person or the young child, whether it was elementary, junior high, or high school, that got hurt so bad, he created a reality on top of the reality that he's in, of not of comfort, but of excuses and low self-worth. And that is why I'm saying that these young men, even though we're in 2025, they're still frozen in time. Whatever that time was, I don't know when it happened to them. You see what I'm saying? Whatever it was, they're still that child with the wounds of a little girl or a relationship that they had. And they're holding on to that wound even today.
Right.
And that's why, because the society won't tell them that. Society will say, take a drug, take a drink, take a pill. You see what I'm saying? And they don't understand that you don't need a drug, a drink, or a pill, because you should be your own drink, your own drug, and your own pill called the me pill. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this to you. If you meet her later, right?
Yes.
And she's more talking than is action. So you're old like I am, but you picking up on it, you know?
Yeah, but yes.
So you picking up on that. So that's what I'm saying is that's not a solid foundation.
No, but guess what, big dog? But check it out. They were never taught to pick up the sign. Okay, the only signs they were taught to pick up is, hey, little girl, or hey, little guy, how you doing, buddy? Man, I can't find my dog Ralphie. Can you come in my white van and help me find it? There's candy inside. That's all they know. That's all they know.
And you know what? You is right, man, because I thought she was mature, right? But I found out her mama died when she was young, so she had to take care of her sister.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what her daddy at now? Now the daddy, she taking care of the daddy now. So but she's like a daddy girl, you know?
Right, but
she don't know no better, you know?
Right, but what I'm saying is this. I'm saying this that a lot of guys don't see. I'm saying that even though the woman is broken and fucked up, which she is, she's fucked up. Which she's supposed to be. She's a woman, low self-esteem. She's fucked up. Doesn't mean she's a okay.
You just said it.
Right. It doesn't mean she's a fucked up person to be fucked up.
Well, she's a good person,
right.
I understand what you're saying. She ain't mature.
But she can't. But she needs the guidance of a man to guide her out of what she
what
is.
if the kind she don't listen though?
But
You know what I mean?
and if she don't listen, with all due respect, fuck her. Next.
There you go. I had to let it go.
Yeah, that's right. What I'm saying is, as a man, see, when a woman is around someone that is that guy, they're either going to act right or the guy is going to move away. No yelling, no screaming,
Thank you.
No abuse, no shaking, no backhands, no anything. You're just not worthy of this dick. I'm gone. But see, that's what these young men don't understand. No one's ever told them they're allowed to say no, and they're allowed to walk away, and they're allowed, and again, they're allowed to be honorable by letting a woman know that she ain't as special as she thought, because we got to stop making it about her pussy. We got to start making it about, with all due respect, no Diddy, our diamond dick. We both got two pieces here. Why are we uplifting hers and tearing ourselves down? But these young men don't see that because they're in a world of comfort. So when you are in comfort, you want to be comfortable. And what makes a person most comfortable? By not taking accountability. It is so easy to not be accountable, young man.
And you missing out on a whole lot that you could be doing for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the
so
point.
Like I got a home, I got a house, she got a house, but I had to stop right in my track after I got put a decent job.
Right.
So she want to creep back over after she found out I had a better job.
No. You did dick off the table. That's dick off the table. Hey, look, check it out. We can fuck, but we'll never be a relationship. That's how honest you can be with a woman, and it'll set the terms. Listen. It's not gonna work out there's nothing wrong with telling a woman, you know what? It just ain't gonna work out. Now, but look,
that's right.
If you want some dick, call me. But there will never be a relationship. I can be your little toy. Right. Break the glass when you want some dick. And that's it. And guess what? That gives the woman the free will choice to make a decision. And then when she makes a decision, it'll be based off of honesty and truth. She might not like the terms.
But it was some of me too, because see, I was expecting if I call her, if she say, say she home and she get ready to go to work, I said, well, I'm gonna give you a call now. And she would say, okay, just like that. So when I called, I couldn't get to her, but I realized I had messed up too, because now I make her feel like I'm running behind her. I'm desperate, you know?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So here's the thing, big guy. This is how I'm going to teach young men. Listen, if I say I'm going to call you, answer. But
there you go.
But here's a but. If you are busy, have enough fucking respect for me to let me know that you won't be able to make the call, then everything is fine.
Go ahead. I told her it was 5 minutes. All you had to do was take 5 minutes. She said, you were blowing up my phone. Well, you heard me blowing your phone up, and you told me it was okay that I'll call you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You got to train a woman up, because again, women think their pussy's so special. She's so used to, she's trained to do this. I can do what I want when I want. The motherfucker ain't going nowhere, so I can act out any way I want. Because my pussy's so special and his dick is so small that he ain't gonna do nothing but wait for me to fucking argue at him when I fucked up. But that's the difference on this show. I'm not saying be mean to a woman. I'm saying give her some instruction to let her know this behavior won't be tolerated by me. You can do that shit to anybody else.
Right. But there you go.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be tolerated. But I'm not gonna listen. I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking at you as a man. If you want to be with me, this is what you need to be. But watch this. You don't have to be. But hey, don't ever ask why I ain't calling you. Don't ever ask where I'm at, because I'm up under some other pussy that's following directions. That's where I'm at.
There you go.
There you go. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. But I appreciate you, man. Okay.
Hey, man. I appreciate them from you, man, because I probably end up calling you again.
Please.
But you know, see, I had to come to my sense too. You know, because I'm be honest with you, I got out of my character a little bit, and and I apologize, and I just left it alone, man.
No, it's cool. It's listen, I'm different, and you just gotta get used to an honorable man. I'm not a mean person. I'm just a real motherfucker. I'm just fuck your
No,
feelings.
you real, man.
Yeah,
you
I'm
real.
not-
That's why
yeah.
I call you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
I call you. I knew you a real brother.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I want these young men. I don't care what color they are, as long as they're 18 and older. I'm the uncle they never had. I'm Uncle Steve, not Uncle
Right.
Johnny. Uncle Johnny was
Right.
the weird one. I'm Uncle Steve. I was the one that was fucking so much they kicked me out the family and shit. And like, man, Uncle Steve, you can't be fucking like that, man. Shit, you supposed to be babysitting. So
But you're smart with it, man. You're smart with it. You street hip, street.
That's street smart. But see, that's what I'm trying to see. A lot of guys are book smart but street stupid, and that's what I'm trying to lace it with the street game.
And see, that's the thing what she had a little bit over on me too, because she was traveling like Detroit, different places like that. So I knew right then and there, I'm a country boy, right?
Yeah.
So I knew right then and there she had because she was throwing some stuff at me, but I recognized it seemed like she wanted me to be more dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, women want that's. I know the world doesn't want you to know this. Women want dominant men. And I don't mean dominant as in smacking her and shaking her and saying, bitch, what the fuck I said? No, not that dominant.
No.
I'm saying that, look, this is what the fuck is going to happen. This is what we're going to do. This is what I expect. And you guys are going to do that shit or not. But I'm not going to beg you so they don't understand. But see, that's why I'm trying to get these young men out of comfort to know who they are so they can start dominating those around them. But they must dominate that little fucking kid that's holding me back. But okay, brother, I gotta wrap this up. But I'll throw you back in, and I appreciate you, man. Okay, we got a show tomorrow. We got a show tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. So hopefully you catch it. Okay, big guy.
All right. Okay.
I respect to you. Thank you very much. All right, great call, man. That was a fucking awesome call for all you guys out there. But I say for all you guys out here, gentlemen, 2026 can be your year. And I ask all you young men that's watching this, just take the moment, take the time, and talk to them. But when you see the younger version of yourself, you tell that little bitch-ass motherfucker it stops today. You are no longer going to be a memory and control me at this point. You've got to declare war, because that'll be the first war that you are going to have, because there are levels of war. I will say this real quick, because y'all understand. It's not just talking to that little motherfucker that you were that fucked you up. Once you send it to him, send it to fear, send it to anxiety, send it to excuses, send it to rejection, send it to shy, and send it to being, passive. You must declare war on you, not women, but yourself. Because all these things are going to hold you back until you fuck those things out of your life. Not fuck them like, you know what I mean? I mean, fuck them up. I want you to fuck them up, guys, okay? So, gentlemen, listen. Always remember, gentlemen, as I've always said to all you guys out there, even when you're talking to yourself, and you are going to do that hopefully today, please, gentlemen, please declare war. Because if you don't declare war, you're going to go into 2026 the wrong way. I believe in you. I want you guys to believe in yourselves. Okay, guys? So we're not going to do the big thing. I'm going to go back to the small thing, because there was so many little kinks and stuff. So I thought I'd try this out once, but I'm going to go back to the old style. I like it much better. But guys, I do appreciate you guys. But gentlemen, please, gentlemen, this is your homework assignment. And they start giving you homework assignments. I ask nothing of you but to just process and just try to go back to the time that whatever happened to you, and you don't have to fix it tomorrow or today. We just got to get you to start changing the way you see the world by how you see yourself. That's what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm saying to all you guys out here. Guys, you know I'm a geek. I got to go watch my Coming to Dairy. You know, it's season 7, so got to play my Battlefield. I got to watch my Coming to Dairy. But guys, we will have a show, a 2-hour show at 10:30 East. 10:30 East, we'll have a live show for you guys out there. And I appreciate all you guys out there. Please appreciate yourselves. And we'll go back to our vertical. I tried this other shit. I don't like it. We'll go back to the old school way of doing it. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you at 9:30, 10:30 East. 10:30 East. Dougie, get us out of here.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh. And I want you to know, without a shadow of a doubt, this is what it's all about. You're listening to the manmindset.com. Dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams, as we go a little something like this. Hit it.
What up, though? It's your boy Paige Kennedy. You already know what it is, and you're listening to the manmindset.com. Dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
What's up? This is T.O., and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
This is the Shark Damon John, and you're listening to themanmindset.com dating help for men